Oh, okay. Sure.
Just kick it out, whatever you want to do. Hey everyone, we are live Trail Tech Podcast. We have a lot to cover today. Since we've been gone, Kelly Clarkson.
Interesting start to this.
You like that? What happened?
The camera's a little.
It's a little cockeyed.
It should be all right.
I'm gonna get
There
it.
we go.
Social
All right,
media.
so we had a huge turn. Like I forget all what happened since we were. But did the Paul Heyman thing get announced last show that we talked about that, or did that happen when
I
we were on
believe
break?
so, yeah, but yeah.
We thought it did happen, and they're like, "Oh, well, all right." So that I think what happened was the Paul Heyman Eric Bischoff announcement came,
Yeah,
Rest-
Bischoff didn't start yet.
and well, I don't think either one of them started. That's just my opinion.
They said Paul Heyman did. It's already been around.
So they're saying that they are official. I can't hear
Oh, really?
squat. It's just me though.
Okay, yeah. They said Bischoff is actually moving to Connecticut.
Yeah.
Because he lives out in Montana.
So
So he was going to start after the pay-per-view.
after this pay per view,
Yeah.
that makes sense because we were just talking about off camera, and I was
Yeah.
saying I feel like they're gonna finish up these loose end stories,
Yeah, then
and they're gonna
there you
roll.
go.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, "Here, it's your thing. Build towards SummerSlam."
Yeah. See how it goes. But it seems like Raw went back. Like it was up and now it's back down.
Yeah.
It was terrible this week.
I wouldn't say terrible. I would say that they're trying to they're gonna get rid of these storylines that we just are so sick of.
Yeah.
They have to close them out. They can't just be like, all
But, I
right.
mean, it was up. The last week's.
It was.
much better.
It was a much better show, and then this week is the go home show.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to get ready for Extreme Rules, and they're trying to get rid of these storylines because even people were like, SmackDown was so good. SmackDown didn't do it for me either.
It feels like it's
Yeah, I think matches wise, like the matches we're getting are exciting.
Nakamura versus Finn was
The
pretty
matches
good.
are good, but the storylines right now are like, but
Yeah.
it's like, if please WWE, learn your lesson at this point and just get away from the McMahon family or the bad guys.
Yeah, that's what they said. That
It's so played out.
Paul E and Bischoff don't want them at all. Like no authority figures on the show.
And I like the fact
I like
that
that.
I like the fact that Heyman's still coming out and he's like, I'm still the advocate of
Yeah,
boxing.
that's all I do. I don't do anything else.
I don't even say that we're GMs.
No, why?
We don't need a GM. We're
It's
over
so
that.
played out.
Yeah, just do what you got to do. Their initial show though, man, the Lesnar, the Lashley Braun Strowman through the Titantron.
The Corey Graves, holy shit.
Yeah, and
That was pretty cool. But then like this week,
yeah,
They
Lashley
completely-
came out.
They had so much momentum and then just
Yeah, it almost felt like Paul had that show and then Vince came back. I got this show.
yeah.
I'll point out one thing that was really terrible after you're done.
They're trying to definitely take that next edge step too.
I hope so.
Like they're cursing a lot on camera. Like
Kofi whipping off
Kofi.
Joe.
The Canellis thing is stupid.
yeah,
That's too Jerry Springer.
I don't know. I'm into it.
I don't mind it. I really don't. Just because, like, I mean, Mike Kanellis has like been on TV before, so it's a good hand to have, especially with Jeremy Borash still in the back.
Not a part of you at all is like, who are they gonna make the baby's dad? I'm excited. I like that stupid shit though. Like, who's the dad gonna be?
Because like
There is an audience for it.
my
Yeah.
career is so low right now. It's like
They have
why
to
should we
something.
care?
They
I
gotta
mean,
do
she's
something.
hot.
It's a face that hasn't been on before, so I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
So, a contract in wrestling just came up,
Okay.
and supposedly they're free.
Oh, Johnny Nitro.
Johnny Nitro,
Morrison.
Morrison,
Impact.
and
And,
his
Lucha.
girlfriend,
What was his name? Lucha Underground. Johnny
Johnny
Mundo.
Mundo.
Johnny
Yeah.
Mundo, and his
Taya
girlfriend.
Valkyrie. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought she was still under for a little bit.
I heard that she's very close, if
Wow.
not done her
And the
contract too.
LAX, the new
Yeah,
LAX.
yeah.
They should go to ROH.
If they're
Yeah, that would be huge.
if they're pushing,
I don't know about. I'm saying LAX. I don't know about Nitro. Why not bring him on Raw and SmackDown?
well, if you're gonna do this whole angle where you have boyfriend girlfriend things,
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
I've never seen Taya Valkyrie ever. But
Yeah,
do
but
they
I
know
mean-
who she is. I mean, I hope so.
I mean, it would suck for their female division to be like another girl just walks in the door and
Right.
she's getting an immediate push.
Yeah.
She don't have to win right away,
No, she has to win the
but I
title.
mean, Nitro and Rollins to watch
Yeah.
that match,
yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
I'm into
You could
that.
put him in like either mid card situation right now because like Finn Shinsuke is really good.
Yeah.
If you want to keep guys like the Miz and Ziggler happy, you should probably bring over Johnny to because they're buddies.
Yeah.
Right.
Dolph Ziggler's like, he don't care. He just cares about money.
And
Let's stay there.
Tessa's starting to come close to her
I don't.
contract.
Did you see the Any of the other highlights? She wrestled Sammy Callahan, made it in a pay-per-view.
I did.
And then
That looked great.
yeah,
It looked awesome.
Yeah, it was the last shot.
I think,
She had
I
the
think she should
baseball
have
bat.
won, but at least he cheated to win. So.
Yeah, and then she beat him up with a bat.
Yeah, I think on the rematch they should win. But
So-
it looked great.
That's a very good thing for them because they
Yeah.
need to take risks right now.
Yeah,
She's
But-
like the most over person. In the
but I think what they're doing right now is they're just making her a superstar for her to just transition right over to the WrestleMania, WWE.
Why wouldn't she? Hopefully
Yeah.
they use her right.
I mean, Flair,
Yeah, you don't go right to that. You tease it and then you have something else, and maybe have them as a tag team and tag belts, and they turn on each other. And then you don't go right to it.
Think of like the Mega Powers.
Yeah,
You think she wouldn't like want to wrestle in NXT at all?
she probably does want to, but
Right, but she's like already.
she don't have to.
Yeah, she's
I
already
would.
a star.
She would be a female
waste.
star. I would. She would be the first person. I think I mean, Asuka didn't, but I mean, I think Tessa right now with her momentum,
Yeah,
I think she could bypass NXT.
maybe.
Yeah, I believe so. She's well known enough, and with the last name.
Yeah. True. And I mean, you got to put her. You can't. We can't wait 5 years, 6 years at this point in time.
No, you do it
'Cause you're gonna- 'cause
after
you're
a
gonna-
couple months.
You're gonna be like, man, what if? Like, you can never have that what if factor.
Yeah,
Right.
like people are beating up Charlotte. She needs a mystery tag partner. And
Yeah.
won the belts the first night.
Yeah.
Not that the women's tag.
Yeah, I
belts
was
mean
just about
anything.
to say
They
that.
mean
What
nothing.
are the tag belts?
When it comes to
Have they even been defended since they won them? They've been-
Once, because they like made a note about it on the wall
yeah,
that they hadn't
But
been defended.
It's like we made those and we forgot.
Yeah.
we got time. For
I'm bummed that's going to be the Iconics' first run is that they've been Coward champs.
that. Yeah, like I know they're
So
not.
I think they
that
have.
good.
I think they have a lot of potential,
Yeah, they do. They're both good talkers.
but I mean they're going to lose it to the Bukaki Warriors.
Yeah, oh god.
But like that's what I was saying like a couple podcasts ago. I said there's too much. Like everyone wants more titles. I think there's already enough titles, and
Yeah.
we're seeing exactly.
Look, those are lost.
Yeah, exactly.
They got to use them now.
And if 205 Live gets canceled, which I've
Yeah.
like seen rumors about
Yeah.
that, then the cruiserweight title will be on the main
It's
roster.
floating around. Yeah.
Which
At
I'm
least-
cool with that.
Me too, and it's getting like main pay-per-view time, which is really cool. And I think Gulak's gonna be on the main card because it's him as champion in
Yeah.
Philly. Like he's gonna be on the main card, but like that's another title that you might not see on TV.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
think
even see the U.S. and the Intercontinental on TV all the time.
Yeah.
I don't even.
I forget who like I
Is the
forgot they had the
IC
belt.
is that title being defended on the pay-per-view?
Probably not.
I don't think there wasn't on the last one.
They're going to slowly make Finn the longest reigning Intercontinental
Yeah.
champion. No one's ever going to
He
know about
defends it 3 times.
Yeah.
You know what I hated on Raw, which made no sense? Mixed tag elimination.
Oh my
but
god.
they can't wrestle each other. So I'm like, well, why,
Yeah, that made zero sense to
why
me
would
too.
you pin anybody? Because then you're eliminated.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't matter. So what's
So
the
how?
point of
So
this?
what if?
It would matter if it was everyone could wrestle anyone.
Yeah,
Right.
if it's an elimination and then Seth gets pinned.
Then it's just Becky versus.
Yeah, both guys are gone.
Yeah.
Well, he can stand there and just.
Yeah, like what is the act? Like
Like,
who-
what was their angle there?
Yeah, who thought that up? Who thought that was good?
How did like not one person
Yeah, in the
say,
back door.
wait a second?
Unless they're like, hey, we're gonna slowly see how people feel if a guy fought a girl.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Yeah, but they didn't.
But I mean, like the possibility was there, and then,
No, it wasn't. They weren't allowed to wrestle each other.
Yeah, no, they
no.
unless they're
Yeah.
like just trying to set up Vince to fail, which
That was so dumb. Like this is so
it made it.
stupid.
Yeah, no. Like as soon as I heard about that, I was
Yeah.
like, that. Why?
Yeah.
Why did that happen?
What about the punch that Becky?
Oh,
Lynch
that
took?
was, yeah. That
She
was
took a
good, yeah.
legitimate punch.
I heard. Yeah, I heard she got her.
Yeah,
Maybe she did. Yeah.
it looked to me that Becky was like, hit me.
Yeah. Maybe she said yeah. Make it look good.
She crushed her. Crushed
Like
her.
we've learned Becky Lynch can take a punch.
Yeah.
Like, the Nia Jax thing.
Listen, I'll say it to the day I die. Nia Jax is the best thing that ever happened to Becky Lynch.
Yeah, you know what?
And that broken nose was the best thing that ever happened.
And
to
now the
Becky
worst
Lynch.
thing, this relationship, it's not helping either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have been like,
It
okay,
makes
cool,
you
we're
wanna pull them
dating,
both.
but just this whole like we want to be a Team Z angle is
Yeah.
dumb.
Like for me, it's actually made the WWE Championship matter more. Like when I think of the face of the company, I honestly don't think Seth Rollins anymore, just because of this angle. I think
Yeah.
you know what, Kofi Kingston, his promo with Joe, where he's not afraid to
Yeah.
fight anyone, and he's kind of beating anyone. That's like the most ideal champion.
Yeah, I agree. I think this really hurts Seth.
And who's gonna
Um,
buy that shirt? The man's man.
I
Who's
won't-
that
I won't-
for?
I
Who
won't.
would wear it?
I won't buy it.
I won't.
And
A
that's not
super
even
fan?
and that's not even being like I'm being sexist because why could a man?
Yeah,
why would a woman over?
No,
that's not the.
I wear
angle
all
at
the. I wear a Charlotte shirt. I wear a Becky shirt.
I'm wearing a Chase
I have-
Owens
yeah,
shirt.
I-
I mean, I have
a
the
Bayley
man.
shirt.
I have the man shirt.
Yeah.
I have it. I own it. I have. You know what I mean? But
I have several Alexa shirts.
the
It's
man's-
not that.
Seth Rollins shirts just don't do it for me.
No,
the
they're-
Seth freaking Rollins.
No, that's
I never
not
liked
good.
that one. I don't know. I like him as a
Man's
wrestler.
Man. Imagine like wearing that public. Like,
Oh my, yeah. Actually, I see something real quick, and we'll quickly
Man's
move on.
Man.
Someone said, how they said, is Kofi or Seth Rollins, or no, is Kenny Omega in the talk of the elite of the elites? And then they put a picture of the elite of the elites, and it was Shawn Michaels,
Okay.
Daniel Bryan,
Okay.
Eddie Guerrero,
All right.
AJ Styles,
Yes.
This is an alright list.
Yeah,
and-
this is the best
and
wrestlers ever.
who was the fifth one?
All around best. Okay.
It might have been Seth Rollins, and I was like, Daniel Bryan, I wouldn't put in the greatest of all time.
Really? I disagree.
Well, it seems to go
You
more.
think he's Shawn Michaels level?
Yeah.
They go
The
more
whole
wrestling
yes
wise.
movement,
Yeah.
like he proved
Listen.
that he was the most over person, and he could bring it in the ring.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And his heel promo work right now,
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He is amazing. But as right now to say he belongs,
I
up
think
there
he's
with
a better wrestler than Shawn Michaels.
100%.
Wait, and like on the
Shawn's a
mic,
better storyteller though, in the ring.
debatable.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I don't know.
to not put Flair and Jericho in that list is crazy to me.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, at 5, I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
Pick everything. Someone has to know.
I love Eddie.
Kurt Angle.
Eddie's close. Like he's
I could see Jericho over Eddie.
yeah. And if Eddie was still alive, it would be a completely different conversation.
True.
But like
Jericho's long.
But
Jericho
Jericho
has-
10 more years.
and that's
yeah.
not even me fanboying and being a Jericho dude, but that yeah, I'm wearing a shirt. But like that guy has reinvented himself every single time.
Yeah.
He's super relevant. He's always been relevant, no matter what company he goes to. He's a top draw,
And he's
Every-
always putting on good matches.
yeah. And he's an old school style. He's not going to do crazy flippies,
Yeah.
and he's not doing spot fest. He just puts on old school storytelling matches.
Yep.
But I don't know. I love Daniel Bryan, but it's weird for me to have him in the conversation.
Maybe they're saying of right now,
yeah.
top 5.
Well,
Maybe.
Eddie.
Yeah.
But Eddie's on that list.
Yeah, but
What they're
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
what is like this is Omega at that level yet?
Yeah, this is awesome. And really, like wrestling wise, his
Yeah.
promos are a little weird because Kenny talks like this.
Yeah.
You know,
But it's also like that
yeah,
style.
it's kind of.
But he's so like he's
moves
like
is awesome.
he's
The way he
literally he's
moves.
like the whitest Japanese dude of all time
Look at
because he's just so cold. He's been there so long. He's
Yeah.
so cultured to
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? Like
he can speak
like,
perfect.
when he
His
looks
Japanese sounds better than his English.
when he like looks at
Honestly.
like the way he looks at the camera, like he's so anime. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
he's animated.
That's
Yeah.
what he's into. That
Yeah.
video game. So.
Yeah.
he's awesome. Like I've definitely I've gained a lot more respect for him, but it's an interesting debate.
Speaking of Daniel Bryan, I want to see him like drop the tag belts eventually and go into like
Oh, give him the heavy machinery.
Yeah, no, I'd be fine with that. And have him go into like John Cena 2016, where he just like every once in a while like wrestles a big match, doesn't have to be for a title, and just absolutely steals the show.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I would have him
The Daniel
disappear.
Bryan open
I would have him disappear for a while, and then just not talk about it. And everyone's like, "Where's Daniel Bryan?" And then
Yeah.
on pay per view, be like, "No one can beat me," and all I hear is like, and
Fly
you can,
Valkyries.
yeah, and you can literally reboot him and doesn't have to be a heel anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
He's the type of person just like Kevin Owens. At any moment,
Yeah.
he can be a face
People
or
are
a
already
heel.
cheering him anyway. So.
True.
And I think I honestly love the stunner on Owens more than the pop up powerbomb.
Oh, it's easier on him. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
for
true.
sure.
After his knee surgeries and stuff, he's
Yeah.
like, I can't do the pop up
Yeah.
powerbomb anymore. Yeah, I'm digging. I was telling him, I said, this is the beginning of a huge Kevin Owens push. And even though I may
You
not
see
be
what Bischoff says.
I may not be into the way they're angled or doing it with the
Yeah.
Shane, but if Kevin Owens is the guy who's going to be the one who buries the Shane McMahon
Right.
gimmick and,
Yeah.
and he gets a
Get him
push
off
out of it,
TV, Yeah.
I'm with it.
Get Shane off. Let him walk.
Yeah,
You don't need Shane.
yeah,
They're coming for WrestleMania and they're going to wrestle your shitty match.
Mhm.
yeah. Don't even give him the fucking WrestleMania spot anymore.
No.
Stop all of that.
Yeah, because there's people who still aren't on the roster.
Yeah.
Champions. Like the whole Kevin Owens promo. Like,
Yeah. They said
when
about
he was in-
Asuka and
yeah.
Kairi Sane.
did we cover on our week off? Did we cover Fighter Fest?
No, not at all.
All right, we'll briefly go through that. I didn't see most of it, so
I
you
didn't
guys
see
can.
any of it.
Wow, I seen all of it.
All right.
I thought it was a good show overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest controversy tonight was the chair shot.
Yeah.
Which nothing happened. This part is what got him for anyone that
The
doesn't-
lip.
Yeah. So this come down and just ripped his skin open.
Yeah. So what I just listened to an interview today with the Bucks is they took the chair. It was a gimmicked chair. They filed the chair down to almost it was as much of it was like a cookie sheet.
Right. And
So-
that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
for the
when
part you
he
sit on, there's
so
part
literally
grass is all.
they were supposed to hit. He was supposed to hit him flush, but the way
Cody
kind of leaned into it a little bit,
Yeah.
that the top of the chair it literally folded and the top of the chair cut him.
Right. It's
It's
like the
It's a really good picture. You can see like
Yeah.
it's like the Jericho and Michael's wife thing,
No, yeah.
where they had practiced the spot 100 times,
he
and then they and they
Punch you right in the
both
face.
just leaned in a little more, and
Yeah.
so
It made it better.
That was awesome.
right.
I watched it over and over.
Now, what they said is that it probably was something that they're like, hey, maybe we could open the door to chair shots again, and then it immediately closed the door right back up.
Yeah, because everyone was
Tony Khan was like, that will never happen
Yeah.
again.
Well, I mean, it can happen with anything. I mean, you get hurt off the wrong drag, so I mean,
Yeah.
it's a little more thing, but like, I'd rather get hit with a chair in the head than land a barbed wire.
Yeah.
Which Moxley, I wouldn't get thrown off the top on a barbed wire chair. No way.
bare
No.
feet on
Yeah,
thumbtacks.
yeah.
No.
I'd rather get hit with the chair. Hit
Yeah.
with the chair all day.
Yeah.
Oh,
100%.
I did see that match, and I saw part of. Oh my God, what's that tag team? The
Best friends.
no, the other one. The
Private
SCU?
Party. SCU.
By the way,
Private Party. Yeah, I saw like part of their match.
By the
Actually,
way-
that's the only match that I missed.
And
I was in the
it
show.
seemed like it was really good. Like I
Yeah,
saw
they are good.
I got some love on Instagram from Scorpio.
Yeah, yeah.
See you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
the one thing about AEW. Like everyone seems cool.
Yeah. 100%.
How do you feel about the Darby Allin?
Oh, the coffin
casket?
drop thing. Yeah,
coffin drop.
I thought I was like, that's an awful big spot to be taking for no
Yeah.
reason. But apparently that's his thing, kind of like how PCO gets thrown and lands on the floor.
PCO.
I think-
needs to
How about the
not
dubbed
wrestle.
version where it was superhuman?
Oh yeah,
So, juggalos and juggalettes. Don't trust the whole.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he jumps in
Yeah.
and yeah,
Because that was
hilarious.
Darby Allin needs new gear though, because the girl leggings and the short
I
stuff.
don't mind. Yeah, but
I think
who
that
else?
was terrible.
Who else is doing
It's
it?
unique, but like get some cool.
Yeah, I like the face paint.
Yeah,
Face
that's
paint's
cool.
really cool.
He's a little guy, but I mean, he can't.
And then we kind of talked about it a little bit yesterday. They did a whole spot on being elite and leading up to it, where the Bucks and Kenny lost their gear.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Where's our gear? Where's our gear?" And then the show hits, and they come out as
Street Fighter music.
Street Fighter music,
That's
and
so
they're
cool.
got Ryu, Ken, and Kuma.
Yeah, Kenny's a cool one. You see, Kenny was loving that so much.
Yeah, he's
the one of the
all about
Bucks doesn't play video games. I think it's Matt.
it. Yeah,
And he's got this like, oh, I'm gonna buy you.
Yeah.
Now did the Hadouken spot. That was a
Super
good
cool.
match.
Yeah.
And then the women's match was good. There was two women's matches. Not the Labor Bates Alley one.
So
Yeah, I heard that one was
the
not
podcast, the little, not really a podcast. The guy, I always forget his name, but he's really good at interviewing. He does a lot of good interviews. But he was talking to the Bucks, and pretty much the Bucks are in charge of the tag team division. Kenny Omega is going to be in charge of the women division.
Yeah. Heidi doing the women too. Well, she's
Yeah,
man,
but Kenny's definitely taking it
Yeah.
as his thing. And also, like, Kenny is obsessed with the fact they're going to make a AEW style old school video game.
Yeah.
And we'll talk more about video games in a little bit.
And the one book.
Yeah,
I think it's Nick.
yeah. So that I mean, I'm pumped.
If it's that like AKI,
AKI engine, yeah.
that's the
And they
best.
love it. Like that's what Kenny wants.
Cool.
I mean, you got Pool and that Tony Khan likes it too. So.
Yeah.
But the show was overall was a very good show.
Nice.
The pre-show was a little and then SEMA versus Christina was good, but wasn't great.
Yeah.
And that main event. Was
We're
kinda
actually gonna
crazy.
skip. We're gonna skip this week the PW scorecards. We're not gonna do them for Extreme Rules. We're gonna
But they,
pick.
well, they have them for Extreme Rules and Fight for the Fall.
Yeah. So we're gonna skip this one
And
then
probably Evolve.
and then next because there's 3 of them going on. And this right now it's really busy with the shows and
Yeah.
stuff and everything going on. So we're gonna skip this week. So you get.
SummerSlam, NXT Takeover, whatever that would be.
We're gonna go hard on that one.
All right, that's
and
good.
All Out.
Yeah.
And if I
Oh,
win,
that's September. Okay.
Yeah.
and if I win that weekend, I'll be at Scoop Stock.
Or what if we just don't do it and then you're still then you have to come by default?
All right, I think I'll be home anyway. So maybe.
I think SummerSlam I'll be at the beach. I believe it's the 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I leave for the 10th.
Or no, it's the 11th, I think.
What is it?
And I'm
Okay,
moving into my apartment the 11th.
Really?
Yeah.
But I think I'm
Let me
coming
see,
home
let me
that
see.
night. So
I gotta look it up. I always take my PlayStation to the beach. We watch Netflix and stuff. So I'm like, watch the network.
Yeah.
there
100%.
you go.
So let's cover a little bit of G1.
Okay. So the first night happened. First night that. Did you see any of it?
I did not
It was
know.
on Access Live.
Yeah.
But you couldn't watch any Japan World because of the blackout thing. Unless you live in a different country. Kind of like a baseball game with local. Like if you don't have the channel, they can
Right.
say you go watch it.
Was it free?
Well, New Japan World. And I'm up. But
Well,
yeah,
like
access. Yeah,
is
as long as
just
you had
a-
the Access channel, it was no extra.
Okay.
Show. So it was Will Ospreay. What was his name? Dirty Vance Archer.
Yeah, I think so.
He was in WWE for a hot minute. He was in.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched TNA at the time. It was him and Jimmy Rave, and they had a Guitar Hero gimmick.
I
They were the Rock and Rave connection,
I
and they
did
came out
not know
with
that.
guitar, and they would do this. And they had, I think Christy Hemme was with them.
Oh,
Yeah,
that sounds like that time.
it was a fun thing. But Lance Archer, not that. He's all right, but this match was awesome.
You-
It was
you-
probably his best match ever.
Yeah,
And Will Ospreay, it's hard to have a bad match.
Right,
So
exactly.
if you win, everyone has to wrestle 9 matches in G1, and you get points for every win. 2 for a win, 1 for a draw, obviously 0 for lose. and then the two guys with the most points wrestle each other, and then there's a style shot at WrestleMania.
Or if the champion wins, the
Yeah.
champion gets to pick.
Yeah, he gets to pick who he likes, but I think it happens once. So Will Ospreay got 2 points, and there was Evil versus Fale, which is okay. Fale's a big fat guy.
Yeah,
He's all right.
that's the guy who was one of the original members of the.
Bull Club.
Yep.
Like he's not. He's like some type. I think he's calm. Some type of guy.
Yeah.
It was for what it was. It was all right.
Yeah, it was all right. They started hitting each other with the chair and stuff.
That's like every evil match
Yeah.
ever.
There was Kenta versus
Kota
Kota
Ibushi.
Ibushi. Yeah, Kota Ibushi hurt his ankle.
Did he?
Yeah,
Oh.
he did like that dive. He does like a house show dive, and Kenta kicks him. But like Kota lands on his elbow, and he grabs his ankle right away.
Oh my! He hit him with like a high
like,
knee or kick. Yeah,
Someone just got beaten the shit out of him. Kenta, obviously, Hideo Itami, who's now back to wrestling good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Laying it in. That was a good match.
His shirt, his
The
original
takeover with Shibata.
Yeah, that was so cool. And Shibata was watching.
Yeah, I think he's gonna wrestle. Yeah, because of that headbutt. That was insane.
That was brutal. Like one of the most like infamous spots.
Yeah, like two coconuts hit each other. Like,
and it just immediately
Yeah.
streaked down
and
his
it's like,
head.
he was fucked up for a while.
Yeah.
Like, he was in the hospital for 2 months or something.
Really?
Yeah, it was just a straight headbutt, like Okada headbutt the Shibata guy,
Mhm.
and it was just like that shoot headbutt, and it really fucked him up. But he's okay now, but like it's still like he's not clear, but he probably could wrestle, but whatever.
Probably like Brian, but like a little more extreme.
Yeah. And then there was the main event was Okada versus Tanahashi, which was really good. It didn't go the full 30 minutes like I thought it would, but
It's very common, like Okada.
Yeah, yeah. But it was a good match. Okada wins there, and then there was what was the other match? 2, 3, 4. We're missing one.
I looked the card up, but
Yeah.
I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just getting.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm getting the next segment ready.
Tried it, but anyway, it was a very good show. And then the undercard was all tag matches. There was no Moxley because of the AEW thing,
Mhm.
so he wasn't on it. The undercard tag matches were good. They're always entertaining.
Jay White's look with the beard is like good.
Yeah, because
It
he
makes
looks
sense.
too like as a bad guy and clean shaven. He has the baby face,
Right.
So, yeah,
And he's got like one of the most baby faces.
Yeah.
He's pale.
Yeah, his face is like.
So the beard like really works for him.
Yeah, I don't like Juice though with short hair.
So out of
Robinson.
the first 4 matches, what do you think? What did you think?
First
The
five?
first 5.
They're really good.
Yeah, no,
The lowest one was Evil versus Fale, but I wasn't expecting.
Do you have a
a star rating for him?
well, not star rating, but do you have one at like? Do you have any favorites coming out of it, or someone that shocked you more than someone that you thought?
That Lance Archer
Lance
match.
Archer,
Yeah, because everyone's thinking Lance Archer, but that match was.
But it was him versus Ospreay, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
and-
it's kind of hard to have a bad match with
right.
Ospreay.
And Ospreay, like, I don't want to say he carried the match, but like,
As soon as they started, he ran out. It was like Spanish Fly. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
yeah,
Now is
What?
Ospreay? You still think he's a top favorite to win it all?
I know. I think it will come down. Block A will be like Ospreay and Kota Ibushi will be the final. Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe Okada.
All right.
And I think Ospreay will beat. If you beat a champion in the G1, right, you get a title shot in the future. So, which is kind of what it is. You beat the world champ. No, famous for the world champ, but it's
Yeah,
like
but
the title
it's-
shot WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah.
a number 1 contender.
Yeah,
match,
yeah.
'cause
So
you
it's
beat
like,
the champ.
yeah. So I think
What
Will
if
Ospreay will beat Okada.
the champ loses twice?
Then he has to defend twice.
Is it a triple threat?
No. Well, no, they never did that, but like it would be 2 shows. Like whoever beat the first title shot.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Will Ospreay will beat Okada. That will set up a show somewhere between,
I still
Like,
want that to be the
October.
final. Like,
It
as
might be.
Ospreay as champ, or if he like relinquished the belt to get the opportunity
yeah.
to be in the match, I think that would be cool.
So that's why I think it'll be Ospreay and Kobushi, and then Naito and Shingo and or John Moxley, and
And another thing we talked about
these are the
too
different blocks.
last show, and just because we're talking about Ospreay
And Naito is my pick to win the whole thing.
Okay. The Ospreay thing.
I'm so sick of Naito.
Yeah.
Not to interrupt, but like all of his matches are just him doing dangerous things to his neck, and I love that about New Japan. But that, like, if he's not wrestling Kota Ibushi,
Yeah.
it's kind of a men match.
Yeah.
And everyone kicks out his finisher.
Right. So there was a little bit of heat right when we went on break before the 4th of Seth Rollins talking some heat.
Yeah, Will Ospreay
And
Twitter battle.
supposedly
They made
and,
up.
and then Seth went and went back on Twitter and said, "Hey, I'm sorry, what I said was out of character." The rumor is middle rumor was that Paul Heyman pulled Seth aside and said,
Yeah.
"Hey,
Knock that shit off.
knock it off, because for just as easily you got your title, it could easily be taken
Yeah.
away."
Especially for Ospreay, because Heyman is a huge Ospreay guy.
Yes.
Like he was the one who offered him the Evolve
Oh
contract.
wow.
Yeah.
And Seth didn't look good in that. I made
No,
no money.
and that's-
and even
and that's-
Ospreay's like, we're not talking about money.
And that's why he said, he goes, listen, you called out who's a good wrestler, and Ospreay said, I'm alive, and you took it to a different level.
Yeah, he didn't say you're an asshole.
Yeah. Supposedly Heyman put the squash to that,
Yeah.
which is interesting, which is cool because that's the kind of stuff I like to hear backstage. That like
Some of them guys need someone to
people
say,
are
hey.
keeping people humble.
Yeah.
In check, yeah.
Because I think when it comes down to this, like regardless of what they may say, that there's no rivalry, there's no war. There's gonna
not maybe a war, but
maybe
when,
not
when
a
you
war,
pay people
but there's gonna be
not go there.
there's gonna be clear competition,
Yeah.
and at this point in time, you need to be humble.
Yeah.
You kind of need to work together too.
Yeah.
Like you need to acknowledge that there is competition. Don't like go out and just like actually try to bash other companies.
Try to be better.
Do you think it's
Yeah,
gonna turn?
exactly.
Do you think it's gonna turn into like we're gonna start taking shots at each other on TV like WCW and WB did?
That's my pocket.
'Cause I think that'd be I think whoever crosses that first shot, that's gonna be not the nail in the coffin, but it's gonna be a shot that they're gonna regret later.
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
I think
It's gotta
I think
ricochet.
I think what happens once it happens, that will be every week.
Like I think AEW kind of took the first shot across the line
Yeah,
with the throne.
But then you could even say Triple H did at the Hall of Fame when he said this ain't company.
That's very true too.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Who knows? It's gonna happen.
it's gonna be interesting when they do it on live TV.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sami Zayn thing where he goes, "We can talk about AEW."
Yeah, woo.
I just think it's not going to be smart to acknowledge because
Why talk about it if you don't have to?
yeah, it's going to help viewership because if WWE turns around and goes, "Oh, that stupid company's on right now on Tuesdays,"
Let's go see what's on that stupid.
people are going to be like, "What are you talking about, stupid company?"
Yeah.
And then you're going to be like, "Oh, well, I want to go see what they say now."
Because there's some people that have no idea.
Who knows?
it
Maybe
exists.
what I'm saying is a complete wash because now I'm thinking about it and I hate it that I just said it because now I think that's great for both businesses if they just they start talking,
It's great for
taking
wrestling,
shots
yeah.
at each other.
The
Yeah.
more eyes on wrestling in general is
Yeah.
better.
That's true. No, but I'm looking forward to it. Now it looks like it's gonna be Wednesday night show.
Yeah.
Nick had this, or Matt had this notepad
The-
stuff written down at the beginning of being the lead.
Good Brothers.
Good brothers were crossed off because they re-signed, which I think, hey, good, you're making money, but if you go anything off how they used you for the past 3 years, I would have left.
Yeah. I mean, they're in a good situation right now.
Yeah, right now.
And they have been
Please,
given the title.
Please
but-
make Finn Balor heel.
Yeah, put them all together.
Make
And let
him
them
heel.
run roughshod over Raw or SmackDown.
Have Shinsuke just beat Finn for the title.
Yeah.
Because that would be fine. I don't think anyone would complain about that.
Mhm.
And then just have Finn, because Finn teased turning heel after
Yeah.
his match with Andrade. Just do it.
Yeah.
And just put those four guys together.
The real player.
Or even like do an angle where it looks like he's starting to buddy up with somebody, and then like
Turns
the
on.
club
Yeah.
starts beating him up, and you hear Finn's music hit, and then everyone's like, "Oh, Finn's gonna come." I mean,
Yeah.
everyone in the arenas knows
He
he's
can do
gonna
a
go
classic
club.
NWO
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Comes out to save him, then he joins them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Everyone will see it coming, but it's still great. It'll still be awesome,
Call
even
them-
if you know it's happening.
Call them the Bullet Boys.
Yeah, yeah.
Or just like Balor Club.
Yeah. Or something. Or a whole new name.
Or he walks
you know?
down. He walks down. He runs, and he looks at the guy. And he goes to hit him. He just goes,
Yeah.
and then just hits him, bang, with the knee or something. Oh,
Or
just give
Sling Blade.
it to us. Give it to us. It needs to happen.
Hopefully. I mean, hopefully the Raw and SmackDown get better. I don't want it to be bad.
Yeah, man, it just
That'd be
there's-
good.
the potential's there. So I think Extreme Rules is going to be a big night for them. I think Extreme Rules is going to be a good card. I think
Yeah, same.
I think
A
match
couple
wise,
matches I'm not.
a couple
Involved
matches are
with
going to
it.
be like, "Bah." Like I'm not excited for the Taker tag with
I don't care about that.
Team
at all.
Careless.
You know what? Like, as
Drew
much,
better pin Undertaker though.
like Undertaker in general, not a huge fan of his work now, but his entrance live is amazing.
Yeah, it's super cool to see,
so like that's cool.
and they're not going to lose that. If they lose it, that's fucking crazy.
That's good, but
I mean, good for Drew.
Is
It
it?
makes him a superstar.
if Drew gets the pin,
Yeah.
yes.
If Roman pins him, I can.
That's the only outcome that I want is where Drew pins one of those guys.
Yeah, pins Undertaker.
Because Drew could be a
The
superstar.
Taker
Yeah.
pin Shane, and
Yeah.
everyone's just like, "What's going on?"
Real quick too, Drew McIntyre will be at the Reading Phillies.
Reading fight.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
They always have the
He was
superstar.
just announced
Wow, that's
maybe
cool.
a couple
He's
hours
replacing
ago.
like Sonny, I think.
Yeah.
supposed to be
Oh,
there.
I wonder why she's not there.
So
But-
Drew McIntyre will be at the
tallest guy there.
yeah,
Probably.
he will be at the Fighting Phillies game tomorrow.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
tomorrow.
Night.
And then after the show, there's Shikara Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, I was gonna see
Yeah.
Chikara. Actually, here's a quick story. WPW that I used to wrestle for had that show, and then Chikara took it.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
that was the position. I wrestled there 3 times. So.
Nice.
And then, well, they were kind of going down anyway, and then Chikara kind of strong armed in.
When is fight? Is that Fight for the Fallen this weekend?
Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday night. So we got
Saturday night is Fight for the Fallen and the Evolve 10-year anniversary show, which is also now on the network.
Yeah. So that Evolve show is definitely going to be something I watch Sunday.
Yeah, that's
not even Monday.
I don't have to watch
because
that
Sunday
live.
I have a lot of things going on that day.
I might try to watch it Saturday.
Yeah.
That like one of us is getting into
Yeah.
it. But then there's also the G1 stuff.
Yeah, the G1 is Saturday morning, so
Yeah.
I'll get that.
I'm gonna be
Saturday
honest.
morning.
I probably won't watch much of the G1 this
Right.
time around. It's just I can't find it. I'm not paying for another subscription at
Yeah.
the moment, so I'll probably watch Evolve and then try to go find Fighter. Like Chris Fight Fest is gonna be. I mean, Fight for the Fallen is free.
I don't know.
I thought this one was.
I think it might. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because I think this
I
one's
think
free.
that,
up
I think what they're
until-
saying that there's only 4 major cards every year that they're gonna do that you're gonna have to pay for as a pay per view.
Right,
Okay.
and it's like all in,
All
all
in,
out.
yeah.
LP.
And whatever
The
else
beach
they-
one.
Halloween, yeah, Bash at the Beach, which I think they got the rights for.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then because Cody went to get all his bad stuff back. But yeah, I don't know.
Halloween
If,
Havoc would be sick.
if this one's free, it will be on BR Live.
I'm not sure what it says. What's up, Austin? Code God or Cod God?
Oh, I don't even know. who
Clutch.
Oh, I know who that is.
All right. So
Let's see.
so while you guys are doing that, real quick,
I played hockey with him
let's see.
yesterday. Put him on skates.
I'm gonna look up how to watch Fighter Fest. How to watch Fighter Fest streaming free on BR Live. Okay, so
There
Fighter
you go.
Fest will be free, just like the Fighter
Share. Find
Fighter Fest was
when
the
this
other
is
one,
over,
Fight for the
find
Fallen.
that link and we'll share it on the Facebook page.
There you
Okay.
go.
That we did last time. Because I think that actually a lot of people actually shared the link after we shared it for the last pay per view. Like, oh, here's how you could watch the Fighter Fest. But yeah, so that's gonna be going on. Moxley's fighting, right? Moxley is that Moxley Omega or is that
No, it's Kenny Omega versus SEMA, and then
Okay.
John Moxley versus.
I don't know.
And Evolve's gonna have
Drew Gulak versus Matt Riddle,
yeah.
and then
Adam Cole versus Tozawa.
Yeah, Kira Tozawa, and then there's a bunch of like.
I somehow started following Adam Cole's brother on Instagram.
Oh.
I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you know who else is going to be at that Reading show? Mike Quackenbush.
Oh yeah, because
Yes.
he owns cars. So.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna make a call real quick. We're gonna get somebody on the line,
Okay,
and if
cool.
we have time at the end, we'll go back to Evolve and we'll cover that. This way, maybe you guys would have pulled the card up and we'll kind of study a little
Okay,
bit.
Fight for the Fallen is free on BR Live.
BL Live.
Yeah,
And
BR
we will
yeah.
put that link.
Neutral Report Live. Yeah.
We will put that link
So
in the description as well.
I will watch that someday.
There you go.
After G1, I gotta work Sunday, so I'm not watching it this week. So.
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear us? All right, so this is Mike. Awesome, man.
Cool.
I'm super excited to talk to you. So, for people that don't know, on Facebook we did tag it today. Mike, is it? And who else are part of your team? Awesome. If you had to describe the game style, what are we talking? Are we talking WrestleFest? Are we talking? Awesome. Mhm. Perfect.
I just found out about when Outbreak shared it, and I was like, that looks awesome. Because I'm all about wrestling games, especially the old school.
I forget where I seen it, but I seen it before Outbreak, and then I've seen that Outbreak is going to have them there.
Yeah.
Because I've been following the page for a little bit now. I forget how it came over, but I did see about it, and I was like, man, that looks cool. And then they started announcing some wrestlers, and I was like, man, this is even cooler. And then they're like, it's going to be at Outbreak.
Yeah.
So how did this come about? How did you
Okay.
Mhm. I do remember hearing about that. We had one of
Pro wrestling.
one of our guys were actually at too many games that day. Yep.
Okay.
I'm actually so bummed I'm not going to be at the Outbreak show this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I want to play this game.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm you got supporting me, brother.
So are you gonna have a demo to play? Oh, cool.
So you did lock up a couple fighters, or sorry, wrestlers. What who all do you have locked down so our fans can, or the people can hear about it?
Nice talking to him. That's
Huge
cool.
pickup.
That's
That's
cool.
sweet.
Nice.
The Blue Meanie is the nicest human being I've ever met in my life.
I took my finishing move from because I actually wrestled for Outbreak, and I took my finishing move from Nova, the neck crunch.
Yeah.
I got my finishing move. Awesome.
That's
Coco Bandit. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I said Coco Bandit just got very, very high praise in. I watched this interview the other day with just that they just recently did the Young Bucks, and they said that the Colt Cabana definitely he influenced them on, them taking to the next step in their career and doing everything that they've done. Just his work ethic in the
He's a good
indie
guy.
scene. So he's a very influential guy.
Oh, cool. So, well, what system do you guys have this planned for? Oh,
Sweet. That
yeah. Oh, cool.
that would be a perfect Switch game.
Yeah, definitely on the trap. So, what type of what match types do we got? Obviously, other than single match. Oh, that's cool.
Ooh.
Hey, that's a good name.
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
The Blue Cage, baby.
Oh, nice.
I,
Oh, cool. No, it's always the 3D one since we're
Yeah.
on SmackDown. Oh, cool.
sweet.
I mean, it sounds really cool. Now, how many wrestlers do you plan to have in it? Playable wrestlers. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. Mortal Kombat 1. Oh,
Sweet.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So
sounds really cool.
I'm looking here at our thing, and for some reason, I don't know what's going on with we can hear you perfectly on our end, but for some reason, it's not projecting out to YouTube, which I'm not sure
Really?
why. Yeah, it's not going out. I'm not sure why it's doing that. I'm really disappointed that people
recording
can't
it.
hear this. Yeah, it's not even going to the recording. I don't know
Really?
I don't know what the mixer's doing. I'm like freaking out right now. But now one of the things that I would say is like that would be really cool. Just an idea. The indie wrestling scene getting really popular, and you are from Pennsylvania, and there's a lot of really cool indie guys out there. I'm sure a lot of them would probably give you the rights to their stuff, and you could probably put like some of the indie guys in the game. Is create a wrestler going to be a thing?
Oh,
That was gonna be my question.
Yeah, 100%,
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Yeah, which is most important. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Cool. Now, do you guys have a set release date yet, or a window? Oh, it's not that far.
No,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever think of even doing like GoFundMe or anything for this project? I'm gonna be honest with you. I know if you were to make a Kickstarter tomorrow, I guarantee
I would definitely get
I'm
famous
in.
for it.
I'm in 100%. I'm
Especially
being
if you
honest.
put a cartridge version out. Oh my god.
Yeah, like I would 100% Kickstart
Yeah,
that, and I don't even have a PC.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
when I seen the when Outbreak shared it, and I seen the graphic, I'm like, that graphic style looks awesome. I started looking at your page and everything, I liked it, and I was like, that looks pretty cool. I watched the videos, and then you guys made the Outbreak ring, and
Yeah,
awesome. I'm gonna do it.
I'm so bummed right now that this is not working.
Oh man,
It's like
it's
driving
funny.
me
We
crazy.
can hear him perfectly.
Yeah, it sounds amazing, and it's because we've had call-in before. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. Another quick question I have, like now you said it's going to be kind of like WrestleFest, but when it comes down to like mechanic-wise, when it comes to like the grappling system, I don't really remember WrestleFest really being. It was most like grapple and then you just button smash and it just gave you like your own move. You didn't really have really control of what you did for the most part.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's all. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. So no, insert quarter for more health. Yeah. Yeah, to make money. No, but the game. Yeah, that's kind of like Fire Pro though. Like with you can only do small moves. You can go for a big move at the beginning, but you ain't gonna hit it.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit it at all. Yeah. Now, so as a wrestling fan, and obviously you're making wrestling video games, Fire, and you're saying that the WrestleFest obviously is a huge influence as well. Is there any other wrestling games out there that you?
Oh, there it is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, Starman. Yeah. Yeah, I have it. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Especially the graphics for back then look awesome.
Yeah. Well, we were talking.
Yes.
Yeah, we were talking too about earlier in the show about how Kenny Omega really wants to make an AEW video game, and he wants to bring back the AKI engine, the old school WrestleMania 2000, No Mercy, WCW versus Unbeatable Revenge. Like he wants to bring that back, which I mean that's genius. I don't understand why people don't like. Why wouldn't you make that wrestling game?
Yeah.
It was one of the best mechanics of all time. And then the most advanced version of that would be the Fire Pro Wrestling version, which is it's similar, but it looks similar, but there's definitely a learning curve there.
Hard learning.
Yeah, very hard learning curve, but it's a fun game.
Really? Oh wow.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks. I mean, they have Kenny and the Bucks. You know.
Is there somebody out there that you have your eye on that you hope you can get?
that
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
And that's so awesome because it shows like how genuine, like how much heart is actually being put into
you
this.
can tell, you can tell you're a fan of wrestling and
Yeah.
video games, whereas like with the people that make SmackDown vs. Raw probably don't care about wrestling. At
Yeah.
all.
I love the fact you're from PA too, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh,
Sweet.
nice. Whoa.
Ooh.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, hey, the roster you have right now: Cole Cabana, LOD,
Zack
Tommy
Sabre
Dreamer,
Jr.
Zack Sabre Jr. Yeah, dude,
that's huge.
I mean, sweet to play Zack Sabre Jr. knocking some of the crazy submissions and everything. I can imagine.
Oh my
yeah,
God, yeah.
So his wrestling style, and then for an arcade. I mean, it's easier to do like warrior moves.
Oh,
like
that was the
Pope
other
Fighters and
match.
stuff.
It was him versus Sonata.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We were talking G1 earlier. So what is the name of the actual game called again? Just say it again and plug it all. Okay, that's a cool name.
Yeah, man, I'm super pumped. You're definitely gonna have a great time at Outbreak. There's a lot of great superstars there.
75% of the roster will want to play that game.
Yeah, you're gonna
Me
have
being one of them.
yeah, you're gonna have a lot of them. And hey, if you never need to create a character in the game,
Yeah.
Andy Header
Look to me.
will definitely volunteer to do whatever you need for him.
100%, yeah.
This guy is a true business guy when it comes to the. I'm putting you over real quick.
Yeah.
He's a true wrestler when it comes to like he's
Yeah.
worked with almost everybody out there in the local scene, and he's a huge video game nerd.
It took me 10 hours to make my guy at Fire Pro Wrestling because I have 4 different outfits.
Yes.
And all my moves and all. Yes. Oh my
he
God.
put work into that Fire Pro
I created
wrestler.
me and She-Hulk, and that was it.
Yeah, and Wonder Woman.
Oh, I made a Wonder
Wonder
Woman.
Woman as well. Yeah, it was the guy. I mean, this is a
Oh,
leaving
boy.
the bottom of any wrestler who loves it.
Yeah.
Who loves video games.
Which is not hard to find. So
Yeah.
you ever want to add indie guys? There's probably about 500 you can add tomorrow.
I'm pumped for it, man.
Yeah.
I really hope. I mean, I hope the console thing goes through. Even if it doesn't,
Yeah.
and it's just PC only, I will still buy a copy to support you, man. I think it's a great thing you're doing, and I know it's not easy to do. Not a problem. Hey, hopefully we can figure out what's going on our end while why you're not being heard only by us.
Yeah.
But if this does come, when it gets closer to release date, definitely we'll get in contact again and we'll work to get you back on the show and
That's the full roster.
announce full roster or anything like that. Let us know. We'll help with any promotion you need. Thank you so much. Thanks for calling in.
We'll see you later.
See it.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was so cool.
I'm so
WrestleMania.
bummed. Yo, what happened?
Wrestling.
We had to call in so many times and it never did that.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
All the times that I've called,
It's like it's really interesting. I want to listen to that. Anyway, the game. So if you're in the Hamburg area,
so
Saturday you can play this game.
I'll give a quick recap. I mean, he has the lineup is awesome. He's got the BWO.
Yeah.
He's got Zack Sabre Jr. Tommy Dreamer,
LOD,
Hawk and Animal.
It's going to be Fire Pro Wrestling meets WrestleFest. It's going to be he says he wants to have enough people in there to do a retro rumble.
Yeah, just go on Facebook, Retromania Studios.
Yeah, it's in the link in the description. So if you go in the description below, it is there. I'm so disappointed that didn't go through. That was a missed opportunity. We're sorry. We're very, very sorry.
We interviewed him. It was cool.
Yeah, we got to talk to him. That's awesome.
Check out the game though.
Yeah, and listen, if they do the Kickstarter for this, please support that because as a wrestling fan, most of us are all video game nerds as well.
Yeah, no, right now I'm so hyped. Just like listening to him, I was like, oh my God, I can't
he was
wait.
into it. That's the cool thing.
Yeah,
He showed how much passion he had, not only wrestling, but for
like
video games.
I might make a trip to Hamburg for 15 minutes.
There you go.
I'm dead
Well,
serious.
they have that Camp Outbreak thing beforehand, which is for like all the wrestling.
So here's my Saturday is the whole I'm trying to get as much FaceTime as I can, hopefully to help with this upcoming show.
Yeah.
So it is in Hamburg. I could probably leave the Yingling thing a little earlier.
Well, don't cut yourself too thin. You know what I'm saying?
All right, here's what's really gonna happen. I'm gonna watch The Boys Upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch Hooligan. I'm not gonna watch Better Than Ezra, and I'm gonna go to Hamburg.
I'm gonna give 2 shits about that. So did I tell you my mom's?
Not that I don't care.
My mom's
I'm a local
boyfriend's
boy.
Right.
son is in Hooligan.
Yes.
Did I tell you that? No,
I think you told me. Yeah. I like Hooligan.
Okay, yeah, they're good.
And then after that, Hooligan's doing a hooligan party, I guess anniversary party.
Oh, cool.
And it's going to be at Goodfellas and Apollo 88 and Bad Mag.
Oh, so you're gonna go from down there right to that?
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is depending on how time works out and what
Yeah.
time Outbreak starts, I might cut up to Outbreak real quick. I mean, I'll pay the admission to get in just to kind of. It's gonna be really, really hard, but I want to definitely try to do it. But yeah, man, that game is amazing. You can't wait for us. So John's going to Camp Breakout. Are you gonna do some classes or are you?
Yeah. They tell us, John, what you're gonna do. I don't really understand stuff, but it's like at least 8 feds are there to like. I guess there'll be like practice matches and people will be like going over drills and training and stuff. Cool. There's a lot of different feds there. But I was like, why should I do it? And I'm like, I'm gonna wrestle for a bunch of them. Like PBW is gonna be there,
Yeah.
Atomic Championship Wrestling gonna be there. A lot of them that I've wrestled for. I mean, some don't know me, but like I'll be wrestling the show, so like
Yeah.
not to be like, well, I don't have to do that. I mean, sure, you can go if I learn something. You can always learn something. But it's a good place if you're not getting booked somewhere and you hey, someone probably like you, you know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, you got 8 feds looking at you. You could get on the show that night. I don't know if they like if you're gonna do a rumble or something like that,
Mhm.
or hey, some guys don't show up. You know, maybe we need tag team, we need somebody. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a limited spot, but hey, it's a spot.
Yeah.
So
It definitely won't hurt if you're trying to get in the wrestling business. It's
yeah, we
definitely a
got
good thing
8.
for you to
There's
do.
a couple. What's that? Rampage Pro or whatever it's called now. Like a couple of them from Jersey and Delaware, from
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. So hey,
Um,
and it's only $25.
we're making really, really good time, and we don't have a topic, and I'm kind of bummed
Well,
because
it's okay because we could. I was gonna go over the Fighter Fest.
And I brought up the
Our Fight for Fallen.
cool. All right,
So
well,
you can watch Fight for the Fallen free on the BR Live app. All you gotta do is sign up. You can sign up with Facebook.
Mhm.
You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to put any credit card information. That's how I watched that.
I have 2 quick
Fighter
news
Fest.
stories before we jump into
Okay.
these. All right, so
Del Rio.
one of them. Oh, there's 3.
Oh yeah. There you
3
go.
news stories. So there's a rumor that Del Rio is going to fight an MMA fight, which he's used to. He's done it before.
Yeah.
Versus Tito Ortiz.
Yeah, it's not rumor anymore. It's
Oh, it's happening?
Yeah,
Oh, it
happening.
is?
Yeah, I seen a picture
Um,
with them and everything. Of them two,
jeez.
like doing the face.
When
off.
is that?
I forget what it is, but Del Rio hasn't fought since 2009.
And Tito probably the same thing.
Yeah, oh, really?
He's been fighting people his own age, and it's
Tito's
showed.
gonna be.
I mean, unless Del Rio's been fighting like underground.
Yeah,
Because that
maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, I don't know. I don't want to watch that. But
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
not-
as an MMA fan, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
The other news, we'll switch to the local scene, and going back to our boy Andy here. Andy is getting a title shot
Yeah,
in
not tomorrow.
PPW,
yeah,
Nice.
the No Limits title.
the No Limits
Yeah.
title.
Moving on up.
Yeah, well, I pitched a story like that. Maybe they're going that direction. I don't know. But yeah, I never wrestled with Fox before. I just recently met him this year, so looking
Very.
forward to it.
He was on Impact.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was on Impact.
recently, about a month ago.
It's weird, man. Like we're gonna cheer for you.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to do that. You're
That's all
you're the
right.
heel.
It's all right. It's
We're his
it's-
biggest hecklers.
Yeah.
We can still boo him.
It's
No,
when,
I want him to win the title.
Yeah, but like we could keep kayfabe.
yeah, but
We're not gonna have
son
our
of a
own
bitch.
title.
I mean, we already had one title that Andy
Yeah, hey,
brought to our table here. It'd be
That
cool to
was
have a
bad,
PPW
so- Yeah,
title.
no, that would be.
It looks like there's a dude on. It looks like the old UFC title. Remember that
Yeah.
guy that was on like that?
Oh, that's
yeah,
sweet.
kind of looks like that.
It would be cool to showcase the
The
title
No
on the
Limits
podcast.
title, which I thought was defended in multi-man matches only, but I think they might have rerun. It's just me versus him. Unless they
Yeah.
throw other people in.
Speaking of titles,
24/7.
Yeah.
speaking of titles, you want to reveal a little bit, maybe a hint of something we have working out, or are you gonna hold off on that?
I was like, what are we talking about?
And we might be getting.
I think we should just pull that out of the bag one day. And just, boom, here you go.
All right, well then we
Yeah.
won't talk about it.
Yeah.
All right, talk about what?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Men in Black.
The Valhalla Vision's title is the tournament starts at Outbreak this Saturday.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's
There you
cool.
go, yeah.
I think
It's a very nice belt. Did you see that belt?
I think it's cool that
Yes.
people can make a belt, and then if it gets enough steam, that could be defended.
Hey,
Hint, hint.
yeah. Hey, I seen that. I was like, why not a tournament? I only see one match, so I
Yeah.
know my match is not a part of that.
Would
so.
you want to be in the
Yeah, why not?
Well, it's a
I want
title.
to win that belt. The belt's awesome.
That is a cool.
I don't think
looking
you can
thing.
take it home though.
No,
I think they
I
take
wouldn't
it.
blame them
Yeah.
because it looks like it costs a couple $100,
Yeah.
$1,000.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's a really nice belt.
Someone said he made it, but I don't know if that's true or not.
I'm not sure.
Like Robbie actually made it. I don't know if he's watching.
Yeah,
but-
Robbie's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
I actually bought my hat last time I was
Okay,
there
yeah.
last show.
He always records all the match like
He goes everywhere and
Yeah.
records and gets
posts
footage
them
for
up,
people.
Yeah,
That's so
that's
cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
a lot of
really-
people appreciate that. I don't know if he knows how many people appreciate that.
I'm not even a wrestler, and I appreciate
Yeah.
it because there's some times where I'm like, man, I can't make it to a show, and there's so many wrestlers who added me or I added them just
Yeah,
because I
and then
want
you see
I want them
Bobby's
to
there.
see what we're doing here, so maybe
Right.
we can have people call in and never happen again. After the show's over, I'm literally gonna brainstorm that and figure out why that happened. I'm so
Oh.
bummed.
We could like try testing it out.
It's
too.
like I'm
Yeah.
like
Call from
you have no idea how heartbroken I am.
No,
right now. like I am
Mm.
so bummed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll. So I appreciate the fact that he goes and records people. Then 'cause I can turn around and say, "Hey, I seen you wrestle."
Yeah, then as a wrestler, like you share that, like, oh, look how cool it is, or you can see what you're doing right or wrong.
Or even a guy like me who likes to cover the indie things. He
Yeah.
goes to a lot of shows that I can't make, and
Yeah,
I
'cause he
use
goes, like,
I
Delaware
use
and
I use
Jersey and
his
stuff.
footage of
Yeah.
guys that you would see locally here and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, like they did this match and they had a really cool spot." And I can use that interview. So he helps us out. Like
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
like,
no, like me as a musician, like anytime there's eyes on something,
It's
like
good,
that's so
yeah.
awesome.
yeah.
Because you never know who's gonna watch that. You never know
Yeah.
whose friend is gonna share it or see it when they post it.
And he does a lot of work with the editing and making it right and look good.
right,
yeah.
So I mean, I love what he does.
So Robbie, put me in that goddamn tournament.
Yeah.
I don't, wait a minute. I have no idea who's in it.
Yeah.
You post the brackets.
G1.
And then
Yeah.
the last bit of news,
Yeah, go ahead.
Andy's gonna hate this, but we're gonna talk about it.
If this video, it was terrible.
Is this gonna be a musical?
No, this
It
is,
might be kind of musical. For you.
it is kind of musical.
Call that music.
So there was a music concert, a
Mm.
Blink-182 concert,
Oh dear.
and I guess Joey Janela was talking some heat, and then decided he was gonna talk some trash to Enzo Amore, and Enzo called him on it.
And Joey looked like such a pussy in that video.
He-
If that's at work, I'm like, oh, you look terrible in that.
Yeah, supposedly before
And
the
that's
cameras.
looks 10 foot taller than him. Like,
Yeah.
how small is Joey
Enzo
Janela?
looks big.
Yeah.
And not even like big, like fat. Like he looks just
Next
tall.
to Joey Janela.
Yeah,
Enzo 8'5"? Like,
yeah.
what?
And Enzo supposedly punched him in the face.
Yeah, the video that I seen, there was no physical.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
and
just
then
that
and then
back.
Enzo backed away like you don't want this.
Yeah.
And then Joey kept talking, and Enzo was like, "All right," and he started
Yeah.
squaring up with him again, and Joey was doing everything he could to get out of there.
Yeah.
It sounds like the
Joey looks
most
bad in it.
white thing I've ever.
Yeah.
Blink 182 and Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
And two wrestlers, both white,
Yeah.
Get
One's
into
a
a-
white rapper.
get
Well,
into
rapper.
a scuffle.
Yeah.
Once
A
again,
kerfuffle.
regardless of what you feel about Enzo, every single time the guy will find a way to get.
He trended.
He trended.
Mm.
He trended on Twitter.
I mean,
Dude,
I wouldn't want to be involved in that.
if you're a company, man, you pick him up. He's still relevant, even if people hate him.
See, the thing is, like, to deal with it.
That's like the whole thing. Like
That's what's holding
like
him back.
good publicity and bad
Yeah,
publicity is still publicity, but like you don't want that associated.
Like Del Rio. You
Yeah.
know?
yeah, maybe.
When he was
Austin
doing
Aries.
that,
Maybe.
Yeah, Austin.
You know,
It's a perfect
honestly,
example.
that's probably a huge thing too, man. Like, and I listen. There's
He'd
no
be wrestling somewhere if he wasn't such a prick.
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, and that would be to me as an Enzo fan. Like, I want him to clean up because he's super talented on the mic. He's a great look. His character's amazing. His whole demeanor's amazing. Just man, like just if that's what's holding you back is and if it was a complete work gimmick, then it was genius too. You know what I mean? Like because you don't know, we don't know. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
true.
But like even Cass just put that video out. He's working with DDP. Did you see that video?
No,
Yeah.
but that's good.
Amazing.
People give him a shake.
And he literally said, "Man, like my life was at the point where I didn't want to live anymore.
Yeah.
He hated his life, and he's like, listen, WWE had every right to fire me."
Yeah.
And he goes, and I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna make something of
There you
myself
go.
and I'm gonna fight back. Like
That's awesome.
I'm even more excited now to meet them at PPW.
Right.
Like, and I have never paid to go meet somebody at
Yeah.
PPW. I'm gonna go give Cass a hug and I'm gonna get a picture with Enzo and Cass. I'm paying for it. Like,
Hopefully
so-
at the Reading show, I think I'm gonna wear my tornado tag shirt.
There you
Hopefully
go.
get a picture with Drew.
yeah,
That would be
That
nuts.
would be, yeah.
I want to wear my tornado tag shirt, but I also want to wear
Your
my
Enzo
my Enzo certified and you can't teach that.
Yeah.
Loot Crate exclusive shirt.
Oh,
So what I think
wow.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go buy a silver or gold marker,
Mhm.
bring it to the show with me, and then just bring
The shirt to
the
get
shirt
signed.
to sign it where
Gotcha.
Do you
my
give the pops?
What's
That's
that?
all cast? You give the pops?
I don't.
Oh, that'd be good to get
I
some.
wish I had, but
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe I'll pick them up. I'll go buy
I
them.
think they're relatively cheap.
Probably.
I know. I think Hot Topic would sound like dirt cheap. Like after they got fired.
Yeah, I could probably. That's a good idea too.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing to get signed. Or the actual action figures, but they're pretty a little more. I think.
Yeah. I'm
Their action figures were cool too. Like
Yeah,
those
yeah.
was cool.
They had great merch.
I think they have one
Yeah.
that Carmelo's looking too. I
Maybe.
think.
Yeah. I wouldn't have him sign a Carmelo one.
No, it was like all three of them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
gonna go over to
you want to do
AEW.
Evolve or you want to AEW?
That's all. I got the card right here. So.
All right. Go ahead.
Go for it.
So it is free on the VR Live app. All you have to do is sign in Facebook, and you watch it for free. And you can have it on demand the next day. That's how I watched it on Fighter Fest. And it starts at 8:30. The buy-in will actually start at 7:30, so it's an hour pre-show. So it doesn't say what's on the pre-show here, but first match, let's go off this. Joey Janela, Jimmy Havoc, and Darby Allin, the deathmatch guys, versus Sean Spears, MJF, and Sammy Guevara. That's in the buy-in.
How do you feel about that? Because like Jimmy Havoc has been booked bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like
Why did he leave Progress?
I never really watched him too much, but I see him now. Like he looks sickly and
All right, so like he was the king of British pro wrestling because he was like he was a mega heel,
Yeah.
and then he got hurt right when he was at like the peak of his
Mhm.
mega heel, and then he came back when like Marty was a heel. I was
Okay.
actually just watching this with my friend Richard, and then he came back and was just a complete baby face. And
Really?
And like they made a huge deal of his last match, and now it seems like he's just
kinda
another guy.
He's just there.
Yeah,
For right now,
exactly.
I know it's just starting, and not everyone has a storyline. But he's kind of there. Then you got Brandy Rose versus Allie. They've been teasing that and being elite. So that should be all right. I mean, they're both okay. In the ring.
Yeah,
Hangman Page versus Kip Sabian. That should be pretty good.
that'll be fun.
I would say Hangman was that one. And then SoCal Uncensored, but it's Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky versus Lucha Brothers. That should be awesome.
That'll be great.
And then Christopher Dan is supposed to be like the manager. Kenny Omega versus Sema. That should be really good. And then the main event, the Bucks versus Cody and Dustin, which Cody has been low key stealing the show at every AW.
Yeah.
You know?
Usually by pouring blood.
Is he still on the show, or is he?
Well, him versus Dustin was awesome.
Yeah, but
I have to.
I mean, he had the
also-
blood.
he's
Yeah.
also bringing. He's also scratching that itch of.
And you gotta think him versus what's his name was a pretty good match too. Magnus Nigalvis.
I didn't think that was that good.
Yeah.
I thought it was bland.
Like I enjoyed it, but a little too much downtime. Again, he tried to do the color and didn't work. There.
Yeah.
But him versus what's his name? Darby Allin.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Maybe a little long. I would have shared that. I would have made it a 20-minute time.
I think like my favorite Cody match of like since like post WWE is Coda. His match with
Yeah,
Ibushi where they did the crossroads off the apron.
Oh, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Nuts.
And
That match was
him
good.
versus Okada when that
Yeah.
show. What did that?
So Cody's wrestling who? I'm sorry.
I
was getting here.
It's him and Dustin versus the Young Bucks. Man,
Oh, okay, I do remember that now. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't need my pal. I need my brother. And the Bucks keep making fun of it.
Oh,
I need my brother.
Are the Bucks gonna get their first loss?
No, they lost to Lucha. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they beat the Lucha Brothers.
They have not
Yeah,
lost
I don't
yet.
know who wins that. 'Cause I really don't. That's a toss up.
Unless they just start beating the piss out of each other and they
Yeah.
just call the match because all four of them start bleeding and they're just like, wait a second, this
unless
is gonna
Moxley,
suck.
but why would he? Because he's wrestling Kenny.
Yeah.
so Moxley's
Yeah, but-
not on the card.
Yeah, but he could do anything.
Yeah, he,
Like his gimmick, his
not
curveball.
unpredictable.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. Just
So-
come down. Everyone gets an unprotected
Yeah.
chair shot.
So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches and then one pre-show. So we're probably at 6, I would say,
Yeah.
unless every match goes an hour.
Is
MJF's in the pre-show, so it's
just the video I posted of MJF as a kid
Yeah, and the
on the Rosie O'Donnell
Yeah.
show?
And had it from day one.
This dude is a.
I would have MJF win that match, like get the pin and start pushing him. Like
Yeah.
he pins,
He could be your champion.
Yeah, be your number one heel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
he's like Miz level, but better.
He
To an
could,
extent.
I would make a second. I know it's still early and they don't even have half the titles done yet, but I would strongly consider like a secondary title, like an IC,
Yeah.
and that would
I
be
think they will.
and that would be like perfect for him. Perfect.
Yeah, and then eventually he beats.
It's just going to be
whoever
interesting
title.
to see how he translates to TV.
Yeah,
Because how much can he hold back on TV when he's because like he literally told the
He
crowd
says
that their mother swallows.
yeah, they
and-
can't be saying that on
Yeah.
TV.
I feel like he's creative
But he
enough
can.
to where he can get around that.
Oh, 100%. I don't think he's pigeonholed at
No,
all.
not at all.
But it'd be interesting to see him tone it back a little bit.
So that's Saturday. At the same time, we have the Evolve 10th anniversary show, which will be on the network, which they wasn't originally going to be on the network, but it is because AEW is on,
Yeah.
and it's at the ECW arena.
Real quick, I just want to say one more thing about this. This
I wanted to
AEW show.
go to that.
This
Yeah.
AEW show is literally the entire show is dedicated to
Oh yeah, the gun violence.
gun violence victims. So people who have in our country had tons of mass shootings, and this is a they literally made a foundation that's going to go to those families.
Yeah,
to help
which
them
is,
out.
that great?
And Cultaholic, that like YouTube thing,
Mhm.
they're doing a stream, and 100% of the profits from it are going to
Wow.
like the same.
Yeah, so how can you be mad at someone's donating all the money or
Yeah.
most of the money? or
So
whatever to,
so
that?
so AEW showed up at a video game pretty much conference, Fighter Fest, did a show for people, and now they're doing another show where it's just like, hey, we're going to give all the proceeds to charity.
Yeah, and they're giving away for free to watch.
And they're a brand new company.
yeah,
I don't think like WWE releasing. I don't think it's necessarily like them trying to take views. I think it's just them trying to get Evolve on the network.
that and I mean,
You couldn't have waited another week.
yeah, I mean, it was already set the 10th anniversary show. It wasn't originally going to be on the network, but then when they said, "Oh, AEW's going," let's.
Well, did we know that though? Maybe there were plans.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, I'm sure they
What
said,
I would-
yeah,
what I
put
would
it on the
do-
network, fuck
maybe.
'em.
What I would do is I say, okay, it's on the network. Here's the way I would. Maybe just I'm a different person though. I would be like, hey, our show is on It'll be on the network. Go check it. This is the shot I would fire across the line because this is the type of person I am. Even with podcasts, like, hey, you're up another podcast, let's work together.
Yeah.
I would say it will be on the network. What I would recommend is go support that gun violence thing.
Yeah.
Go support the company.
'Cause that makes you look good.
Right, and then
That's
say
goodwill. Yeah.
our pay-per-view doesn't start until later on that night. We're going to re-air the pay-per-view on the WWE Network.
Oh, yeah, it's on
at like
forever.
so literally you go watch the Evolve, and then we'll segue right into the pre-show of Extreme Rules.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and that could still like be them taking a shot at AEW.
Yeah.
Because if you like, hey, go watch
Well,
this.
I would
it's like
take
a
a
back.
shot
It's like no.
at people
But they're on live.
during gun
It's like-
violence.
it's like a backhanded-
They're on live at the 6.
It's like a backhanded compliment. It's like, yeah, go watch this. Like we're giving you viewers, but like still underlying very good thing. Like go watch this and support it.
Because the Evolve is a good promotion,
Yeah.
and it deserves that attention.
Yeah.
It
I
just-
just wish it was next
It
week
just
instead.
sucks that now Evolve is going to be like the people are probably like, fucking wow, really? Like we have to be on the same time as them? Like they're doing something for like a good reason.
Yeah, and plus it's
And you're using
someone's
us,
a little bit high on the the overall.
Yeah, and you're using us as a battery. Like you would have never did that with NXT.
No.
They would have never done it with NXT, and they never would have done it with WWE.
What did
No.
Triple H wouldn't have done it?
No,
with
he
NXT,
wouldn't.
but they did that thing during the Super Bowl,
What do you mean?
the halftime heat.
But
Yeah,
that
that's
was
different.
halftime, so.
You're
Yeah.
competing with a completely different sport.
And a lot of people check out for the halftime
Yeah.
show anyway.
True.
I just think it's in bad taste, and I just think that Evolve is. If Evolve gets negative push from
It
it,
ain't their fault.
it's not going to be. It's not going to be. It's Evolve getting negative
It's
push.
the higher
not
ups in
WWE.
WWE,
Right.
yeah.
Terrible move. But go ahead, the card.
So a lot of these guys I'm not familiar with. So I'll start the top and go down. Adam Cole versus Kira Tozawa for the XT title. That should be great. I don't see Adam Cole losing that at all.
No, that match will be fun.
For the Evolve Championship, Austin Theory versus it says WWN champion JD Drake. I'm not familiar with either of these guys. And winner take all match. They get both titles.
Austin Theory is awesome.
The World Wrestling Network champion. Right?
Yeah, but yeah, no, Austin Theory, he is someone to watch. He's gonna be in WWE.
Really?
100%. He's gonna be in WWE.
And this is a
Okay?
great way to. I mean,
Showcase, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was these guys, like, wow, we're a fucking network. All right.
We're putting on a show.
Yeah. A lot of these guys have never been on network. In fact, almost everyone from here down has never been on network. So the next match, a couple of these guys I know, Eddie Kingston and Joe Gacy will defend, I guess, the tag team championship against AR Fox and Leon Ruff. Okay, Leon Ruff's the only one I've never seen before. This is for the Raw tag titles. Eddie Kingston was in Chicago before.
Yeah.
He was also in TNA for a hot minute. Joe Gacy just wrestled Tony Depp in that beach match.
oh yeah,
That was Joe Gacy.
that was awesome.
So that,
Tony Depp is doing some cool shit.
Yeah, he is.
Good for him.
He's wrestling Masato Tanaka from ECW.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How about that
from ECW.
630 or whatever he took?
Oh,
450?
yeah. From that guy. I have no idea who that guy is, but that was cool.
That didn't really feel good at all.
Yeah. At the backyard show, so GCW ran a show that looked like a backyard show. So they made everything real crappy. Like they put plywood up and just sprayed painted their logo onto the entrance ramp, and it had a blue tarp. Like
Nice.
it looked so shitty, but it was supposed to look shitty. It was a dumb show. Like that's the whole gimmick.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy was on the network. Matt Riddle versus Drew Gulak. If it's not for the cruiserweight title, that should be a good match. I don't.
The Gulak is
That's a
a
toss-up
Philly
who
boy,
was it?
right?
Yeah. He lives in Philly.
Gulak
Not
might
real.
win that.
Matt Riddle from Allentown, so I mean, we could put over there. I don't
That's
know.
true.
Philly in Philly as
Yeah,
champion.
yeah,
Gulak's
yeah.
got to win that going into the pay-per-view.
Gulak has wrestled at the it's ECW arena before.
2300.
Both as Drew Gulak and maybe an Ant from Chicago. Okay, next I don't know these guys. Anthony Henry versus Arturo Ruiz.
I do. I was looking at that and I didn't
They
know.
might be newer guys.
These are guys that keep on your radar.
Yeah, I added this girl on Facebook recently, Shotzi Blackheart. She has green hair versus Brandy Lauren. I don't know her. I can't say much. Baba Tunde is one of the NXT teams.
He was-
in the,
He was
Battle
a
Royal
heavy
over
for
there?
someone before that.
it wasn't. He
He
was
was-
a real tall.
Oh, he was Leo Rush's heavy for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He's a wrestling Colby Carino, who's Steve Carino's son, who was at True Wrestling. Who's
we saw him. At
at
SmackDown.
205, where he had the job match. He's not,
The one that we
nice
chanted your
guy.
name.
Yeah. He's not that good, but
Good person.
What if that becomes his new thing where
Yeah,
we show up and
yeah.
chant Eddie
Eddie
Edgar? Like he's like,
Why?
who is this
Why?
guy?
Why are they traveling?
Why?
Yeah.
What did I ever do to Eddie Edgar?
and then you got two more matches: Josh Briggs versus Anthony Green. I think Anthony Green is somebody else, but I don't know those two. Kurt Stallion versus Sean Maluda for NXT. He was also at PW last month.
He was in the cruiserweight class.
Yeah, it was. This is a four-way versus Stephanie Wolf versus Harlan Bravado. I've heard of him in a four-way match.
Sean Maluda threw one of the nastiest super kicks I've
Really?
ever seen in my life during that tournament. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah. So I mean, this card. I don't know most of these people, but sometimes that's fun to just see new people.
Sean Maluda also during his, I think it was his opening match, he went to do like a flip to the outside, and somehow when he did the flip, landed on his feet on the apron outside of the ropes, and then did another
Oh
flip.
God.
Yeah, it was
Sorry.
Ooh,
Sorry.
bass drop.
Yeah.
So
No, but that was nuts.
Watch it be this chord.
Yeah, that sucks.
But it can't be the chord because we heard it perfectly.
Yeah,
All right, I'm sorry. I'm really latched onto that, people.
It's all right.
it's all good.
I get freaked out. Let me pull this up real quick. Extreme Rules.
Was there any other matches on that?
No, that was it for the Evolve show. So you got Evolve and you got Fight for Fall at the same exact time. Watch what you want to both free. Well, I guess the network you got to both.
Watch Fight for the Fall.
Yeah, I would watch Fight for
watch
Fall.
Evolve later.
Yeah, watch Evolve later. Unless you're a real
that's-
big Matt.
Extreme Rules is next weekend, right?
No, it's
No,
this
it's this
Sunday.
weekend.
This Sunday.
Yeah, so and there's also a G1 Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and Monday morning.
That's
So
gonna get.
it's a lot of wrestling. If you're a wrestling fan,
I gotta.
so I'm gonna bring it up. So the
That's
G1 Saturday show, I think I have it here. Let me make sure it's the right one. Yeah, so this will be Saturday, July 13th.
I looked ahead to the end of the.
Really?
All right.
The
So here's what
schedule.
we're gonna do. We're gonna do this real quick.
Okay, that was the Juice versus Shingo. That should be pretty good. Moxley versus Taichi. I wonder who's gonna win that.
I hate Tai Chi so
Yano versus Naito. That should be entertaining. Tomohiro Ishii versus Jeff Cobb. That should be awesome.
Yeah.
Hiroki Goto versus Jay White. That should be a good one too. That's the Saturday morning card. So you get up Saturday and watch that.
Goto puts on good matches.
Yeah,
Especially
Goto
with
needs,
guys
like
like
a gimmick or something.
he needs something other than the never open. weight
Yeah, he
title.
needs something. He's missing something.
Who is never open weight champ right now?
Taichi?
Is it? Or is it Ishii?
It is
beat-
Ishii.
Yeah.
It is Ishii. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember he beat him at Wrestle Kingdom, I think. Or was that Dominion?
Dominion won.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then so this is the Sunday. Lance Archer versus Balak Ballet. I'm not looking forward to that one.
That'll be big guys. Just going
Yeah.
at it.
Will Ospreay versus Sonata. That should be awesome.
Yeah.
Okada versus Zack Sabre Jr. There's another good one. Kota Ibushi versus Evil. Yeah, okay. And then Tanahashi versus Kenta. I'm very interested. Yeah, that should be great. That's another dream match. That's the Sunday card. You get up Sunday morning, you watch that.
This is Kenta coming back.
Yeah,
with
Kenta, I mean,
steam.
And it's really like, hey, come back and wrestle the best wrestlers in the world.
come back and do what you've
Yeah.
been wanting to do.
Yeah, I mean that's insane.
Because like there was so much potential for him in WWE.
yeah, and he got hurt and wasn't like his fault. But I mean,
But then they did that thing on Raw where he teamed with Balor. It was one Raw and he teamed with Balor, and it blew my mind. I was like, who approved this? Because it was way before like the Pauline and stuff.
yeah.
And then
And
they
it was
did
just like-
nothing.
All right. So I'm just gonna read off what we have here for the
Okay.
Extreme Rules. This is not an official prediction. We're gonna fantasy book and
Oh,
and-
are you gonna list the matches we'll pick
Yeah.
our winners?
So we're gonna say winner takes all mixed tag match Extreme Rules for WWE Raw Women's Championship and Universal Championship. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus Baron Corbin, Lacey Evans.
Seth and Becky.
I say Seth and Becky.
Do you think there's anyone in the world that thinks Baron Corbin and Lacey are gonna win?
Yeah,
like some
and-
mark of marks.
Or I was gonna say Vince Russo.
Yeah.
Realistically though, if I was booking it, I would drop it.
If that match isn't the main event, yes, I could see a title change. Because I'd much rather I could see Kofi versus Joe main eventing and
Yeah.
then doing a broadcast
Universal
show.
title and Baron. I think that hurts.
Yeah.
Undertaker, Roman Reigns versus Shane and Drew.
Yeah.
I mean, Taker, Roman.
I want.
They're the two matches I'm least excited for.
Yeah, me too. I would the one Drew to pin Undertaker to give him.
It's such a, like, Backhand at tag team wrestling.
Yeah, you have
'Cause,
so many
like,
tag.
We do have some good tag team wrestlers.
You're right.
You have 3 sets of belts in it.
Yeah. Last man standing, Braun Strowman versus Lashley. I mean, they got to bring it. You can't put someone through a stage and then have a lame match after.
Yeah,
And it's at Extreme Rules in Philly. I think that match is going to be great.
Yeah,
should be
honestly.
pinfalls kind of anywhere. Or
Yeah.
something.
Well, you're not going to get the ring
Or it's
explosion.
last man standing.
You
Yeah,
won't get the ring explosion.
that's okay. Yeah.
You might get the stage explosion. of some
Hopefully it's
sort.
good. I'm not real big on Bobby Lashley. Braun's good.
We haven't seen enough out of Braun.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they've been saying for so long that
He
he
could
could
do
do
so
some
much.
special
Yeah,
stuff.
and let's see it.
Um,
Why not do
He
it?
gets hurt a lot.
Yeah, he does.
Women's match.
So who is that?
Bailey,
Braun?
Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross.
Oh yeah, that's a who is winning the Braun Lashley?
I go Lashley. I'm sorry, Braun. Braun wins that. I think Braun's due for
Braun
a
across
push
the
again.
board, yeah.
Unless he's hurt, then I could see Bobby Lashley. Winning.
Maybe.
That's a toss.
What's the girls match?
Do a Bailey versus handicap match. Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross.
I'm glad I don't have to defend my title
Yeah.
for this one.
Yeah.
This is a tough card.
I would say
I think Bailey somehow wins.
I say Bailey wins. And
Miscommunication between Nikki and
Yeah.
Alexa.
100%.
This is an opportunity for a show stealer. Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus the New Day versus Heavy Machinery.
I'm so
I
excited
think
for that.
think about some heavy machinery. I think we're gonna do it.
I would as well.
Right.
If I'm running that match,
Mhm.
I would call up. I'd say Trip Wreck this match. I would put on an NXT style tag team match here.
I think this pay-per-view is going to be good regardless.
Yeah, the only one that really can't keep up there is what's his name? Rowan. It's all right.
And he's not
It's
bad.
all right, but
now.
you have him just do a couple things.
Yeah.
Have like the New Day and Heavy Machinery team up to like
Yeah.
put him through a table.
Yeah.
AJ Styles versus Ricochet.
Yeah, if you give him that 15 minutes, it should be really good.
Let him loose.
Heel AJ Styles nonetheless.
Yeah.
Oh boy, because
Let
heel
him-
Styles
let
does.
him-
Heel
Yeah.
Styles is just like heel Rollins. They do all of their like cooler moves.
Yeah. This is a dream match.
Ricochet wins and they beat him down afterwards. Keep it going.
That's a good call. AJ Styles has weird luck in Philly with the
I
US title.
I would say
They
AJ
wrestled what's his
wins,
name at,
and they find a way to put
KO.
they find a way to put one of the tag team champions on Luke and
Oh,
the
okay.
Good Brothers,
Yeah.
and they start making
have the
the
belts.
they start making
I hope so.
the club like a new NWO DX,
All right, so
and then they get rivaled after around SummerSlam by another stable.
you want to hear? Oh, I like that. You want to hear fantasy booking? Gallows and Anderson win the tag team titles. AJ wins the US title. They start a feud with Finn and Styles over the mid card titles, and the match happens. Finn lays down for
And
Styles.
AJ has both.
AJ has both mid card titles, and Finn Balor declares himself as the leader and says he's coming after the top titles.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right, yeah.
I'll leave. I don't think. I'm
Listen,
getting
man,
better.
if you want to, you really you creamed yourself WB over the Shield.
Yep.
And listen, the Shield was popular. People like stables. Evolution,
Yeah.
great stable. DX, NWO. You have the opportunity to put together one of the most popular stables of all time, and you have most of the original members.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yep.
Now's time to pull the trigger.
And
Give us the club.
if you want to throw another person in there, maybe if he's not champ, throw Joe in there, just as like a heavy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need a heavy of some sort. I
And
think.
then you have like, man, we're a 4-3-man team, and like we're unstoppable. And I mean, it would be weird to see them as a face stable. But Kevin, maybe they start going after Kevin. Kevin's like, hey, I know we hinted this a few times, but Kevin's like, they're like, you don't have enough friends to mess with us, Kevin. Kevin's like, I don't have enough friends.
Yeah.
Shock the system.
And what kind of you could do? That could be your Survivor Series match.
100%.
There's one. Yeah, they need another guy on AJ Styles. Because if Kevin Owens' line is undisputed, it'd be fine.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Have Joe
Yeah.
with club or
Yeah.
some sort of heavy.
Yeah.
And that match,
Well,
Or put Nakamura with him.
Undisputed Era is what, 3?
4.
yeah, it's 4. It's
Adam
Roddy.
Cole, Roderick Strong, Kyle Riley, Bobby Fish.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I thought they were kicking that one guy out. I forgot about that.
No, they scrapped that.
I'm glad that was a stupid storyline.
Yeah,
Um,
it could lead to something eventually, but it shouldn't because
No.
those 4 are really good.
you can make a video game, Undisputed Era, or like instead of the WWE 2K17, Undisputed Era versus
Yeah.
the club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people would eat that shit up.
Yeah, and like Survivor Series, War Games on a main
Yeah,
card.
why
Like,
not?
there's so much potential.
Yeah. What's up, Penguin? Guys from the Wicked Turtle.
You know, they shared the not only this podcast, but also the other.
Yeah, man. We're sharing them. We're sharing us.
And then when they shared it, Millie, who comes to all the shows up in Scranton area, she shared it too.
Who did?
Millie Camacho, her name. She runs a page called From the Left Side. I'll post it.
Really?
She shared the Tornado Tag Club.
Oh, nice.
I think she shared both of them actually.
I was not aware of this.
Yeah.
From the left side.
Yeah, it's from the
I
left
do
side.
follow that page.
Yeah,
too.
she lives in Scranton area somewhere, and she comes to all the shows up there.
I told what's her name, Adina Steele,
Mhm.
that if because she's from Scranton,
Yeah.
that if she doesn't come out to the office, Electric City, what?
yeah,
Electric, and have like the beat, it's a missed opportunity. Yeah, and then we got Alice. This is another good match, man. Aleister Black, Cesaro.
That should be good if they give them more time.
Give them like a takeover style match, like you said, like
Yeah.
12 to 15 minutes. Dear Lord, they'll steal the show.
Oh my god,
Yeah, Claudio's so good.
that is unbelievable. And then obviously other opposite. This card,
It sounds like it's gonna be awesome, and then get kind of crappy near the end.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna hit heavy,
Yeah.
and then the main
Kind of
event.
like the last pay.
Yeah, the last 3 matches they're gonna have Bailey get squashed by Alexa again. It ruined her last time.
Yeah.
The Braun and Bobby, I mean that has potential. The Taker Roman,
Yeah.
Kofi Samoa Joe, that'll be good.
That should be pretty good.
For that.
That
I
should
think that's gonna be a
hopefully
great
that's
match.
the main event.
Yeah, no screwy finishes. Make it clean.
True. Yeah.
And then you got the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Revivals versus the Usos.
Yep.
I'd
like
put the
that.
Revival over.
Yeah.
I'd keep them on, and I would have them.
They have the Raw belts. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But
And,
unify those fucking belts.
and then the
True.
Drew Gulak versus Tony Nese, which is another match that's
Yeah, that'll
gonna
be good.
it's gonna be sweet.
And they're really building because like they started out as friends during the Cruiserweight
Yeah.
Classic and the beginning of 205 Live, and now they're clashing for the title in Drew Gulak's hometown.
If Drew gets 2 wins Friday, like at the arena, and then at the big whatever it's called, where Extreme Rules is, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's
like you can't get no better 2 wins in your
In
hometown.
Philadelphia- yeah, no,
One
that-
at the arena.
this
I'd be
card-
more happy about the arena one. Though.
Yeah,
this card
100%.
has the potential to do some
Yeah, there's a
stuff.
couple duds there, but
That the
there's a couple good ones.
Stomping Ground, everyone thought Stomping Ground was gonna be dog shit. Stomping
Yeah.
Ground turned around to be a pretty decent card.
Yeah,
this
except for, like,
has
last
the
2 or
potential to
3.
be a good card.
Yeah.
Let's not hope they drop the ball.
Yeah, and if this is a good card, you have so much momentum in the SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And that's what I think they need
You
to
can't
do.
come into this weekend with G1. You can't come into this weekend with Fight for the Fallen, Evolve.
They can't put out a shitty card
You
with so much
can't,
stuff.
you can't put a bad card out. You literally need to bring your A game.
Yeah, because who wants to be on the bottom of all that after? Oh,
That
AEW New Japan.
it would be a terrible nail in the coffin.
And I think they have like probably the best card possible for the storylines that are going on right now.
Yeah, I'd
to
say
do
after
so.
this, end them all.
storylines.
Give it to Paulie and
Yeah,
Bischoff,
storylines
say,
after this whole
"It's yours
storyline's
now."
over. Get rid of the Seth Becky storyline.
Yeah.
Get rid of the Shane McMahon thing, and maybe move on from the Braun Strowman. Maybe move on from the Alexa Bliss Bailey. But I think you could set up a thing where Nikki Cross goes after Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, or they're still together and have
Yeah.
them go up their tag belts and they break up.
Listen, Alexa Bliss is talented. Stop doing this gimmick where she uses people.
Yeah.
It's old.
Yeah.
It's old. It's like the 3rd time now we've seen it.
Nia, Mickey James.
Alexa could use a
Nikki.
face run soon.
Yeah, like do something with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You were
that was
slow- you were
that was my
slowly making
dad's
her-
prediction actually.
You were
Like
slowly
a-
making
yeah.
her face with this talk show. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like and just get away from
All you
it.
have to do is have people beat her up.
AJ
Like, Hana beat her up.
You
AJ
could
Styles
do
make a shake and
a
turn into
double
something.
switch
Yeah.
with Alexa and Bailey.
Yeah, you could.
So promos are going to happen for Mustafa Ali,
Oh, they're
where
terrible.
he's the light and he's been doing through the darkness. Is that a hint for? I mean, I don't want to see it because I don't think if you're going to bring this character in, the first guy you put him against is Mustafa Ali because you're
Right.
burying somebody. But
No.
is it Bray versus Mustafa?
That'd be bad.
It's
That'd
not
be
good
bad.
for either one of them.
No. Bray has to beat some like nobodies first.
Bray should
Especially
literally
coming back.
come in and they should institute like with Bray, what Bray did with Braun Strowman at first, jobbers.
Yeah.
Bring some
And do that
jobbers
for
in
2 months.
and let Bray
Beat
just
the hell out of them.
torture jobbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start off nice when he wants to shake their hand.
Another thing,
I don't know actually like what the actual best way to do it because you could just have him come in and win a big match.
another thing that's
Yeah.
interesting, that people are kind of scratching their head about, and it's a promo that's kind of going under the radar. What's going on with Shelton Benjamin?
I didn't see that.
I like the Mustafa
Where
one.
he has this weird like he's hearing voices in his head.
He's literally it's like a meme. It's gonna become a meme where he's literally just standing there and he goes,
And
Like-
is that the Fiend is its own entity, and that he can take over people.
Who, Bray Wyatt?
The Fiend.
What's the theme?
The Fiend is the when Bray Wyatt wears the mask.
Oh, maybe he'll have a new stable and Shelton's one of
So
them.
maybe Shelton is possessed by the Fiend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that would be amazing.
So like Bray Wyatt, he comes out as this Mr. Rogers character, and he's like, "Hey everyone, I'm trying to warn you.
Yeah.
Look at poor Shelton." Like, and Shelton like needs to get like a demon exercise.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
you can do some cool shit with that. If that's the way they're going,
If you're not using anybody, like put him in a stable. Why not?
because you have
Yeah.
a lot of weird guys going on right now that like.
Aleister Black.
Like-
I like the
like-
supernatural. But don't
Like, what's going on with Alistair? What's going
Yeah.
on with Mojo Rawley? All of a
Yeah.
sudden, Shelton's now going crazy.
Mojo hasn't been on TV for a while. Right?
Yeah, but they're all kind of losing their minds. Why?
That's cool.
Oh, that'd be genius.
But is there actually?
Oh, you know
Not
what?
everybody else there is.
Yeah.
You know what I think we're gonna get after Extreme Rules? Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali. I think
That'd
that's
be-
actually
that'd
what
be
we're gonna
good.
get.
Yeah.
Their matches on 205 Live.
Murphy's the one that was a champion for a while, right?
Yeah. Australia. That was with Alexa.
move him to NXT.
But
I would start that rivalry with Dream. Where Dream was talking shit about WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
well, they
yeah.
had their match.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I
It was
knew
that Worlds Collide thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
okay,
had
never
their
mind.
match. Yeah, no.
Wasn't that good?
Oh no, like I think it was.
You think
fine
Dream gets
match.
called up soon?
I don't
That's
know.
something weird to think about. Like, who are the next set of call-ups? Because there's already so many people not being used, and
Yeah.
we're in a different era.
And they have enough, right? Like you have more than enough.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you do with them people? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
fire
excited. I was
people.
excited for Dream for a while to get called up, and now I kind of don't want it. I like the fact that they're moving people back down.
yeah. Tyler Breeze, Fandango.
Fandango, yeah.
Yeah. I think
Apollo Crews was on an episode of NXT.
Good.
I would
Turn
move.
everyone
I would
up.
move Dana Brooke down.
Yeah, she, I think you know they brought her up when she was only wrestling for 1 year
Uh-huh.
because blonde, big tits, all that.
I would bring her. I would move her down to NXT and let her have a good run.
Ricochet could go back down. As much as he sells, like there's so much, like storyline wise, there's so much
It's like,
unfinished
Ricochet's
business.
so
for him.
good as a wrestler, but his promo is like at a one.
Yeah,
If you could take a top,
When Ricochet talks, like, please shut
if
up.
you could take a top guy and just say, "Hey, go down to NXT," because NXT is going to get a TV deal soon. You're going to be the NXT is going to be on TV.
I'll tell you right away who my number one guy is.
I don't want to.
I have another one, but it would probably piss everybody off.
Mine's the same one, I think. It's
Oh.
Orton.
No,
Oh no. See, Orton's my guy to just. I want him in a style that won't like necessarily suit him
I don't
best,
think-
but like him in the Indies,
Yeah.
or like him in AEW would just be hilarious.
yeah,
Because like someone's doing flippy stuff, RKO, and he just
Yeah.
says, and he's just Randy Orton.
yeah.
He doesn't have
I-
to show up a whole lot.
But the thing is, I don't know how much Randy Orton would help the talent if he would be there just to be Randy Orton,
Yeah.
or if he'd be
Actually,
there,
like,
be
puts
there
him
to help
over.
develop.
Yeah, like
My
Jericho.
guy, I think, would be a great guy that would go down there and help develop. It'd be a good way to get him rebranded. It'd be a great way to him maybe get an NXT championship under his belt for his legacy. Having an NXT title is not bad for your career.
No.
Daniel Bryan.
No.
Yeah.
I would after this whole tag team thing, if they dissolve it, I would move Daniel Bryan down to NXT.
They'd see him as above that. That's my problem with NXT because it is the trading thing. Like,
It'd be a great way
Well,
for
I
him.
thought they'd like announced, like Triple H said, on the
it's
conference
not,
call,
but
like,
Yeah.
you know, call up. You know, there you go.
It'd be a great way for these guys to go down there
Yeah.
and not even just get better, but to learn a little bit of a different style. Daniel Bryan doesn't need that. He's came from the Indies. He knows that stuff. But I think it'd be a good way to be like, holy fuck, I want to watch NXT now. Daniel
Like-
Bryan's there.
Yeah.
heel Daniel Bryan as champion, holds it for a while, and like has good matches.
Now
with
you have
young
to
guys
realize who's Daniel Bryan going to go after the title against? Who's the champion right now?
with Adam Cole.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't happen right away, would it?
Yeah, but he would need to fight the number one contender to make himself a champion contender.
Yeah.
Who would be your
Matt
number one
Riddle?
contender?
Matt Riddle.
Johnny Daniel Bryan.
He's yeah, that'd be a good match.
And
Is he
Ciampa
taking time
somehow
off?
in there. Yeah, I think he is because he was hurt.
Yeah.
There is some good stuff.
Daniel
I
Bryan
like-
versus almost anyone at NXT is the match I want to see.
What's that?
Johnny
Daniel Bryan versus almost
I mean,
anyone
yeah.
at NXT.
Johnny Wrestling is literally the epitome of he's the NXT version of Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
I want to see Daniel Bryan versus Brian Kendrick so badly.
He
Yeah.
trained him, yeah.
I'd move Brian Kendricks back down.
I don't know. Is he still on the roster?
He's on 205.
He's 205, but they pretty much said he lives at the performance center and
Wow.
he trains people.
Wow.
He's a big behind the scenes
Oh,
guy.
he's good helping Ronda.
He helped Ronda. He helps a lot of the female wrestlers.
Ooh.
He does a lot of behind the scenes work.
This was a cool little like makeshift improv topic.
Yeah.
That we came up with.
So I do have one last topic,
Mhm.
and maybe you can test this a little bit. You've been to a couple recently shows. Andy
Okay.
sees a lot of the guys, and this would be a good way to maybe put some names out there for people that are watching that maybe you want to go and we'll do a little good deed here by putting some names out
All
there.
right.
We all AEW contacts us and says, guys, you guys have the finger on the pulse out here. I'm not saying I do. I think
Okay.
there's people who have way more of the finger on the pulse than I do.
I don't wrestle in this scenario.
You the indie scene. You
I-
have wrestled, and you no longer are going
Yeah.
to wrestle.
Yeah, I
Or AEW is going to already sign you and sign.
okay. Yeah, I'm
You
I'm
need-
out of the equation.
You
Yes.
need to pick 5 guys
Oh, man.
in this area that you think that would be
How about-
great.
Okay, in this area or the tri-state area.
Yeah. I'm going to go mostly PPW.
Go ahead. Yeah.
out
Okay.
there.
Yeah. That's what you know.
yeah, that's
like
what-
we don't
that's
know,
what I know.
We don't know the indies in Southern California.
Yeah, like you could really talk more like maybe Atomic and
Yeah.
like where you and your buddy, or where you and your partner
Yeah.
wrestle. And then I don't know, and then anything out there that you see, like
Yeah.
you could even go the next step, and maybe the next step higher, the stuff that's really getting noticed.
Right.
Who would be your 5 guys
that you're telling that you would say, man, I would love for them to get a shot in this out of this area?
Out of this area, so I don't know names that well.
Just describe him, Will.
So last Outbreak show, champion going in the match.
Robbie Redknapp.
Yeah, he is so good on the mic.
Good on the mic. Yep.
I'm sure there's like stuff he could work on in ring, but he was so good.
One of the best indie promos I've ever seen.
What was the one match that you were hyping me up for the entire time?
House?
It was really good.
Killian.
No.
And he came out with he had like the face mask thing on.
The black dude.
Yeah,
Oh, Chris Slade.
Chris Slade versus Tyler Ash.
yeah, either one of them because Tyler Ash was hilarious too.
Yeah.
So
That match
either
was-
one of
was very
those
good.
two.
I like Tyler Ash a lot. And Chris Slade's awesome.
Like Tony Deppen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no reason not
Definitely
to.
would be high.
I think Ed House would be like funny. In
Ed House would be
AEW.
amazing in
Yeah.
AEW.
So I think that's fine.
And Ed House is probably taller than half the roster.
Yeah.
You know?
Ed House would be
The average AEW guy is 5'9", 5'10".
His gimmick that he was doing
Which
there
was
You want-
was hilarious.
You want to talk about good promo that night?
Yeah.
Ed House's promo was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Could you imagine him and MJF?
Awesome.
That would be so good.
I like Ed patting him on the head.
Yeah.
He's MJF's like 6'4", maybe 6'1", but Ed's like 6'4".
I can see Ed House taking a scarf, like
Yeah.
MJF's scarf, and putting it
Like,
on.
rubbing his dick with it.
Yeah.
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 No,
So
so
Ed, you stole Ed and Tyler Ash on. So I would say I'm gonna go. I'll go.
all my friends.
I'm gonna do main event out of.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Okay.
that's good. Yeah.
Amazing tag team. Southfleet's Finest is really good. Like I think they're a decent tag team.
Mhm.
That they would be a good tag team. The tag team that just won the titles of PPW.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen the wrestle, but man, they are intimidating.
Yeah,
looking.
Dan Mapp was
They
in
have a
CCW
great
and
look.
All Jersey Pro years ago.
They have a great look. They're not on my list, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying they have a really really good look.
Mhm.
I thought of another one.
That dude from that Outbreak show, the dude with the Go Ninja Go guy,
Oh, Facade.
Facade,
Indian Ninja. He wrestled JXT at the last PPW.
awesome. And then Outbreak, because you took my Ed House and you took my Tyler Ash. For the Outbreak side,
What does it look like? What are you thinking?
I'm just trying to think of somebody. I mean, realistically, he's not a wrestler, but
Andy Viber?
Andy Weinberg.
Yeah. We could count that. That's a signing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would sign him.
Yeah, he could match someone on TV tomorrow.
Yes, he can do it all.
And that's what like instead of making a guy that can't cut a promo like
Yeah.
Ricochet, give him a manager.
Yeah.
That's why
Andy
they were invented.
Andy Weinberg would probably be my number one signing.
Yeah.
Like if I was at a show and I'd be like, holy shit, this guy's not even in the ring and he's not even
Yeah.
in the building and people are still chanting.
Yeah.
Andy
So the
Weinberg
manager right there.
he's unbelievable.
Drew Bronson or DB Craft.
DB Craft?
Yeah. I just remember like from the Humane show. Like,
Okay,
he
yeah.
stuck out immediately to me,
yeah.
and he was just super cool to like talk to. And
Yeah,
then
I like him a lot.
at the show that we went to, again, just super cool, and he was in that cool like turn, like double switch
Yeah.
kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like that was so cool.
Yeah. He'd be on the list as well. I mean, there's some good guys there, man. Really is. Sean Carr.
Yeah.
I would sign Sean Carr in a minute. That Alexander guy, he's growing on me from PPW.
I haven't seen too much of him wrestle, but
His last couple matches were
looked
good.
pretty good.
Yeah,
from what
they were
I've
good.
seen, yeah.
He's growing on me.
He's wrestling Facade. That guy is it the Neon Ninja?
Yeah, that's
the-
going to be
that's-
interesting.
I assume that's the main event.
That Facade dude is crazy.
I just started laughing because I was thinking PPW, and I thought Hoovy.
Yeah. I'd sign
There you
her. I would sign Mercedes again.
I think I don't understand why she's not signed so much.
I don't understand why she's being overlooked.
Yeah, I think so.
And they just I don't know why they didn't sign her.
Crazy.
So
That's a dumb move.
I don't understand why.
Maybe she
AEW doesn't
just
sign
said, I'll do better on the indie circuit.
Yeah, maybe.
Who would
her. Yeah, them two, Mercedes, and there's Devin Ed House.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other people.
I think Castro doesn't get enough respect.
Yeah, I don't understand why he's not in ROH. Jeez, I don't know. I mean, there's so many people that would
Yeah.
have jobs. They do really well. I'm trying to think like more females. We didn't talk about many females.
Adina's, I think she needs a little more time.
You give her a couple.
'Cause I've never actually seen her in
Yeah.
an actual match yet.
Yeah.
I only seen her get
She's only in her
squashed.
first year of wrestling.
She has a great look.
Yeah, she does.
I mean,
Great,
she works
yeah.
her ass off
She
in the
got
gym.
new boots, so like to match her gear, so she looks awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Like
working.
I said, the gear looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just come out and do nothing. People like, yeah.
Yeah, her logo is awesome too.
Yeah.
And what is that? You said that's from something,
That's her. Was it that?
or I don't know. It's like a Dina. Maybe it's like a Dina Steel.
One's an A and an S.
I
I
don't
said to her, logo, I'm like, I looked at it real quick. I thought it was an SS. I'm like, what are you SS on? They're like, oh. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah. What's from PPW? Christine.
yeah, Christine Marie, she's pretty good.
Christine. Who's the guy she's dating? His tag team.
John Moran
John Moran
and Clutch Adams.
They're-
What? Arrogance of Excellence or something like that?
They have a great
Arrogance
look,
of
too.
Arrogance, Yeah.
great look. Yeah, I like them a lot. But anything off the top of your head before we wrap up here?
Not really.
No. All right.
So
The only other thing I'm questioning about with Raw, now I'm thinking about it, tag teams. What are they doing with the primetime player guys? They're just kind of they cut promos and they leave.
Street Profits.
Street Profits.
It seems like they're making them super fans. I'm like,
I enjoyed one of their segments, and it was the one with Heyman. That was hilarious,
Yeah.
and I hope they keep doing stuff with those two and Heyman,
mm-hmm.
because that would be fun.
But why are they there though?
I don't
They're
know.
the current NXT tag champs.
Yeah, I guess because they're over.
They took the last tag champs and changed their name 5 times.
And,
nothing.
unless they're
They were
saying
put in a good spot on Raw, though.
Yeah.
Their 6-man tag
Yeah.
with Joe, that was a big
Was
deal.
it?
yeah, and they're coming out squashing people, so you know there's something coming
Yeah.
for them. I would like to see them AOP.
Yeah, where's all IP?
They're healthy now, yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Jinx.
that'd be
It's just they got too many people. That's what happens when you have too many people.
Yeah, I just don't understand what they're doing with them. But anything to plug? What do you got going on?
All right, so no rain checks. We got a bunch of shows coming up. So
That's good.
July 20th, my birthday. Goodfellas show. Oh,
Who's
yeah.
also on that show?
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I know it's Ultraviolent Us.
Violent.
CCW.
Violent, yes. Ultraviolent. Dude, my memory just doesn't exist. But when I think we have a
I've been
Facebook.
hanging out with Max everywhere.
We have, yeah, I know. There's a Facebook link for it, and I could share that then too. Then July 26th, Slapjacks in Minersville, Slapjacks on the Hill.
Nice.
We're playing there. And then the 27th, we have a Striker show with Look Alive, and I'm actually wearing my Look Alive
Nice.
wristband.
Look, the last taken off. They're doing it.
And then August 2nd, we're going to be at the Conversation Cafe again.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Awesome. I gotta pick a date for them.
Cool.
For a Friday show.
Shows lined up. It's always good to have a whole show lined up.
Yeah, and we're going to have we're going to be recording our EP. pretty
Whoa,
soon.
whoa, watch out.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Looking forward to that. And then Farlow's.
Farlow's Deli. There
Coming
it is.
to Farlow's.
Yeah.
Is there a special tomorrow? Do you know it, or is it not?
No, but Saturday there might be a lot of specials.
Oh, okay.
I think because I'm off Saturday, I'm gonna go up and get the sub, walk around and eat it.
Yeah,
Walk around
that's-
Pottsville.
no, seriously, we would totally appreciate that because what's better than like a hoagie with beer? Like,
Yeah.
hey, you got that bread sitting in your stomach, you're
Absorbs-
chilling,
absorbs it up.
you're drinking some
It will
beer,
sober
listening
you up
to
if you're already drunk.
to the boys upstairs, better than Azra Hooligan. That's just a great time. But, yeah, no, seriously, that's
I'm gonna destroy someone's bathroom though eventually.
that's all I got.
What do you got, Andy?
Outbreak Wrestling Fanwood Fieldhouse this Saturday.
Come play that video
Yeah.
game. Everybody.
Yeah. You can play the Retromania.
Try to
Retromania Wrestling.
See if you can get a video of someone like ask someone to videotape you.
Oh yeah.
play-
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe cut like a little like promo, like, hey, what you thought of it?
Yeah,
And
sure.
we'll
I'm
put
sure
it,
the guys will.
and we'll put it on Tornado
Oh,
Tag,
yeah.
and we'll put
Yeah, I'll
it on
get
high
through.
school.
Yeah. So that's this Saturday. Amber Fieldhouse. We give you a big pat.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
you're gonna
I like
wrestle
that.
your buddy.
Yeah, so that should be pretty good.
You're in a stable in one company, and then you're wrestling in the other.
He has a legit foot on me. He's a foot taller than me.
Yeah.
And over 100 pounds, probably.
Well, the gimmick when PPW, we try to pick him up.
Yeah. It's like, oh, come on now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that, and then next Saturday would be PPW show.
I'm excited for that. I will definitely be at that one.
July 21st?
You got it. If you're not, you're playing the show that day.
No, wait. No, I'm
18th,
playing the
19th?
20th, which is Friday,
Oh, then
and then Saturday.
you're going to
It's
PPW.
Saturday, July
So-
20th. Saturday, July
We're going to
20th. You can meet,
PPW.
Oh wait,
you
no,
can meet Kelly Kelly.
no, because that July 20th is the day of our show.
Okay. Then you can't meet Kelly Kelly.
No. Is this
That's your dad's.
all right?
So that's my two shows.
Yeah, I got.
Watch Fight for Fall. It's free.
Yeah, a lot of wrestling this weekend. A lot. I'm gonna miss most of it.
I won't. I'll be at Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
How about that?
Sunday, I don't know what time I'm getting back, but Sunday's gonna be an all-day event for me. So anyway, let's cover this first. I need to start doing this in the beginning.
So if you guys really love what you're hearing and you like what's going on, please in our donate in the page down below in the description is a donation tab. Help us grow. It's not easy to do this. It's not easy to raise money on your own and get the equipment to make us better. I promise you, we have some awesome stuff that we want to do, but we're not there yet.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cool stuff we want to do, and obviously the equipment can help us do more live stuff, and we can go on the road and record and do really fun stuff. But anyway, yeah. So that first, and then the second thing is that this Friday, tomorrow's Friday. Yep, Friday. Haley Stokes and Austin. I'm terrible with his last name. Their interview drops. That's going to be a lot of fun. Comics in the back. You can go check out the Escape
really
Pod.
good artist,
Yeah, the Escape Pod in Tamaqua. Austin is a co-owner. Not this Austin, the other Austin that we're interviewing.
Not me.
And not my brother Austin. But it's a card and game shop. You can go in and play Super Smash Brother tournaments, and they have a lot of cool stuff.
They probably sell Flux and Munchkin, all the cool games.
Yep. So you can go check that out. And then this Sunday we're doing an interview. We're gonna do an interview, not a Bangin' Beers this Sunday. So no Bangin' Beers this weekend at all. We won't be live, but we're gonna shoot an interview with the guys from Hot Heads Hot Sauce.
What time is that at?
I'm leaving my house early, so like I'm gonna leave
Not
here around
6 a.m.
I'm gonna leave here around like 10
Okay.
to be there for 10:30 to be there for 12, and we're gonna
It's
be
in
there
Carlisle.
we're gonna be there most of the day.
Damn. Because like if it would have just been early in the day, I would have tried to go to that.
Yeah.
Weekend, but like I can't. Now.
Yeah, you're gonna be in Philly.
Damn.
And
Because as
then-
soon as I saw that, I was like, that seems like.
And then you guys are Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
15th.
and then
That's
I'm-
Max's birthday.
Yeah. Then I'm interviewing Austin and his band No Rain Checks Monday.
You guys are a 3-piece, right?
Yep. So we'll have 2 interviews to go off this week. So I'll probably do the hot sauce one. Hopefully get that out on Wednesday, and then do the No Rain Checks on Friday.
So with the song, I wrote a song today.
Oh.
It's in very early stages, but maybe we could debut a 4th member. Maybe.
Whoa, hey now.
Maybe. Very.
Don't
maybe.
look at me.
Yeah.
No.
You bastards did that to me at the.
No, that was you were the one who wanted to play Seven Nation Army.
Yeah, because I didn't. I looked at the list of songs. So here's what happened. Max broke a string, and they're like, Tony, come up and sing Brain Stew. Not Brain Stew.
Yeah, no.
Brain Stew.
Yeah.
So I came up and sang Brain Stew.
Okay.
And then I was looking at their list because Max wasn't ready yet. And I was like, do Seven Nation Army.
Because that starts with bass.
Yeah.
I was chilling.
And I knew that he could play. So I'm all right. So we just play. And then I just did Seven Nation Army. Wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
It was a good time.
I made my singing debut and retirement at Culture.
I hope it's not retirement.
I mean, if I get drunk. My singing debut sober.
Play it again and go, Zach Saber.
There you go.
It's all amore. Oh yeah. What have we got here in the chat? All right, yeah. Here's a plug. July 28th, Sanctuary Studio, Stunt Studio, and it's their 6th anniversary season 9 finale.
Okay.
Um,
And Hazleton.
at
Yeah.
Houston, so it's going to be Marcy Cabernera versus Colby Carino versus Andy Paulino for the Sanctuary Championship. I'll be doing a 3 stages of Hell match.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
And who's that, John?
That's John.
Oh,
yeah.
those matches are awesome.
Yeah.
Like what was it? Steve Austin and Triple H.
Yeah, there was one with Sandman and
Plug that in the page too. Send us that stuff. We'll definitely put it out there. If you anything you guys know, if you're a local indie wrestler, you want to come on and talk to us, I'm literally going to fix that right now. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Tune Tech Podcast. We're out.
Sex and violence.